Hello everyone and welcome to the Zephyr of Decay. This is a short adventure featuring the DC-20 beta in a post-apocalyptic Faerun setting. This is our first introduction into DC-20, so please bear with us as we learn the rules together, and let's all live play with our favorite pee-pee.
Hey everyone, I'd just like to give a big thank you to our Dungeon Master Ray for running the DC-20 campaign Zephyr Decay for us all. And we'll probably continue his campaign in the future at some point. Enjoy this episode. It's our last one in our DC-20 campaign. And maybe stick around and listen to some of the feedback we give. And see if DC-20 is right for you.
Where am I?
We're on the internet.
What?
Good to know.
Already?
We are on, well, quarter after. He's got a minus 20 to his roll.
Yeah. What did you get a minus?
How can I have a minus 20 if it's only quarter after?
I didn't keep track of when he showed up. Was it like 12 minutes later?
Right?
I think it's a minus 12 at least.
Yeah. Well, let's roll. Remember to roll on the table.
Yeah, I'll roll on the table.
Actually, Art's going late too. So.
Yeah, so...
Actually, you should get a minus for that because you made him late. So you get a minus.
He was actually in the lobby.
He was sitting there the whole time.
Minus 12.
I messaged you. I'm like, I'm sitting here.
That's true.
I'm
That's
safe.
True. What's my minus? 5?
No, you set up the tech. You brought the iPad. You're good to go. Just Jason with the minus 10 or whatever.
Oh, then that makes me 6.
Whatever you, I don't know when you got here.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Art?
15.
Yeah. That's me.
Couple
I
15s.
got a 15.
There you go.
3 15s. What did you guys get?
8.
16 minus 10, 6.
Oh,
Is that when were you actually, I don't know how late you were?
You would have been the highest.
He
Oh,
said
yeah,
he was
yeah.
going to be 10 minutes
That's
late.
true, yeah. You called it out.
Yeah.
What happened last time?
Well, you see,
I don't know if he knows from so far back hiding in the woods what really happened.
Yeah.
He's kind of hiding in a hole over there, wasn't he?
Oh, I need to move my character a bit.
well, you see, Respin did a little reconnaissance on this particular settlement where the dragon was hanging out. And he put together a plan where we could flank in 3 different groups, one to the north, one to the south, one right up the center. And kind of get the drop on this Fey Dragon. And, everything went just to plan, we had one team member who brought a bunch of oil because they have kind of like a side mission where they want to enter the dragon.
We weren't going to bring that up, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think that was the name of the last episode, so, I mean, how can you recap the last episode without bringing up the reason why it was named? The whole party was here. They had some really big hits to start off the combat, and we couldn't decide whether the dragon was prone or not prone, or lying down but not prone, or if I was to shoot it and make it prone, whether it would get more prone. It was confusing. And then there was some wild magic that happened.
That was like bad DMing.
And you got stunned.
It was stunning.
And the dragon thought the dragon was getting stunned, but then we rolled on a different table, or he had a separate roll.
I had quite the magnetism that episode.
The magnetism?
The gravity.
Uh-huh.
The gravity of the situation.
And then the dragon grew 3 sizes larger or something.
That day.
Yeah, his heart grew 3 sizes larger.
Not the rest of his body, so his heart was actually crushed by
I was
the
the
girl.
dog with the little nose and the antlers hanging off the top of him.
Max, I think.
Yeah.
Max. Come on, Max.
And then the dragon was got flight and started spinning around, and all of the harpooned soldiers were flung around this thing like it was it's called like a tornado.
No, you said the peony, the chain ride, right?
Yeah, with the swings.
Yeah.
And then it shrank down.
Yeah, it's now back to its regular size. Still enormous.
Oh, you
and,
bum.
And Respite has been just pot-shotting it from the sidelines over here in the safety of, I don't know, the woods or the meadow or somewhere far away.
The next county is where he is.
Yep.
Yep.
What did we say that was like?
You're like 95 feet away.
90 squares? 90 squares away?
90 squares.
Not 90 squares.
No.
I think you can be, can't you? 90 squares.
You could have hit it from the tree. Just
Yeah, you could have just stayed inside the...
He just commands a drone attack or something.
Yeah, what was my character
A drone
sheet?
strike.
I
We
think it
said
was 90 squares.
longbow was 30 to 90.
Yeah, and you don't have disadvantage.
And I don't have disadvantage with long range.
All
so-
you saw was just a bunch of dots around a dragon, and you're like, I'll shoot between all those dots.
Mhm. Yeah, as long as I know which way the wind is blowing. You know? I can arc that arrow.
Is that a part of the dragon, or is that Eddie? I don't know.
They'll
cares?
figure it out when it gets there.
It's pretty impressive, though.
The arrow will figure it out when it gets
That's
there.
right,
Is that
yeah.
what you just said?
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. Well, didn't you say that you would just catch the arrow and like
I'd make sure it got into the dragon.
flip kick it back down into the dragon?
Who's
So-
on the dragon right now?
Just Eddie.
Just
well,
Eddie.
and all of the
Oh,
unnamed troops.
There's a couple of
Many of
We
them
call
have
them the
been-
red shirts.
Many of the red shirts have died. Maybe like...
And you're
15
wearing a
of
red
them.
shirt right now.
Yeah, well, you got to dress the part, right?
in memoriam.
didn't the dragon come back down because of the gravity, and that was also very unfortunate. All of the red shirts were chained to it.
Yeah, the dragon chose to try and roll and come back to the ground level and smash several of the red shirts through.
But it ended up wrapping around itself.
Yeah.
So it's somewhat wrapped up. But many of the red shirts have died as well. So we'd say about 15 of the 45 have died at this point.
Well, I thought there was 50.
45-ish. You didn't count.
I think it's all those guys that were waiting for money, too.
Yeah, it was all the real scummy ones.
Lucky for you.
And all the ones that were super oiled up just kind of slipped off the ground. They didn't get hurt at all.
No,
They're fine.
I picked the teams, and I only sent the ones that would not listen to him over.
They couldn't hang on to the chain, so they flipped off.
He convinced them to oil. He just didn't convince them to enter.
That's right.
I think. So they're all... They haven't done anything.
They were at the moment that he was stunned. Then you were also stunned and couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It was just me. Somebody else talk.
Hello.
We've all been talking.
Oh, it's zooming in.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, does it only zoom in? Yeah, it doesn't zoom into me at all.
It
To me at all.
It knows the sound of your voice and it zooms into
Yeah,
you.
Siri just wants to look at me all the time.
Uh-huh.
Me and her have a thing.
Does it work on that? Siri, order some porn.
The porn directory is full.
Yeah, sorry. You maxed out your porn account for the month.
You have it all.
There is no new porn to download.
Siri, is there any new porn?
Siri, look up Rule 34.
Oh my goodness. Full.
Okay, so the last thing that happened was the Fey Dragon went. He cast a spell, he spun in circles, and he's back on the ground, somewhat wrapped in these chains, and now it is Carl Dean's turn.
Carl Dean?
Carl
Carl Dean?
Carl Dean.
Yep, Carl Dean.
So deadpan.
I think I'm going to cast Guidance on Eddie up top
Okay.
as one of my actions. And
Zoom
then
in.
I will cast...
Hey, how did it do that? Fireworks. Oh, because I did the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Because it does fireworks.
What about thumbs down?
What does this do, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Nothing, it just zooms in.
That's what you can
And
really...
then for the other one, I'm going to cast... what is it called? It's called Burning...
Now we know when I'm talking too much because it's zooming in. I need to shut up.
We should have this every time.
I can't even see that from here. I must need those glasses. Let me use your glasses, those broken ones.
I'll cast Firebolt with my other one, and burning an extra AP for advantage, and an extra AP for the burning effect.
It is currently burning already. And it's also bloodied as a condition, and there was a third one.
It's bloodied as a condition. I think that does something.
And it's bleeding. It's bloodied, so it's at less than half health. It's burning already, so if you don't need to spend extra.
I'll just increase the damage by 1 then.
There we go.
Okay.
Much better.
I will bolster your attack and give you a D8 help die.
Oh, that's awesome. So I'll take it in 2 D20s and a D8.
And because it's bloodied, you get hit points or something if you hit it.
That's the video of the
Yeah, I don't need hit points, so it's okay.
Okay.
I know, I'm just wondering why it's stuck on me.
That is a 20 to hit.
That does hit.
So that should do 3 points of fire damage.
Perfect.
And that is all I'm going to do.
It is burning.
And because I gave a help die, Eddie heals a point.
Jesus Christ. Isn't he? He's 40 feet away or something, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's within the range.
But I landed next to him when I jumped off the
As
dragon.
long
Oh, you're
as
jumping
you
off
can
the... Okay, so
see
you're
the-
not
Once
on
he
the
landed.
dragon anymore.
No, I am.
What?
I am on the dragon.
It is Eddie's turn. With all them hit points.
Alright, well,
Your gravity is in effect until the end of this turn, I think.
yeah.
You haven't done a full turn yet.
No.
So you still have a gravitational pull.
I'm still in the turtle stance. And I got this thing. Can I just keep jamming it down?
Sure.
Or is it like as if it's a regular attack?
Yeah, you could use that to create an attack. The wound enlarged, and it fell out, and then you jammed it back in already. And then the thing shrunk back down.
Yeah.
So it's actually like
Way in there.
way in there already. But you could give it a wiggle for an attack if you want, or you could try and push it farther.
Just start
Give it a
dragging
wiggle.
it in there.
Yeah. Might help get it into the
That
bone
might
a bit
that might
easier.
loosen it though if you give it
Yeah,
a
I'll
little.
just jam it down.
Churn your
what's
butter.
your jump distance? I feel like you should jump really high, and with your height, like come down like a big fish. Just
Oh my
smash
God.
it in more.
I like that one.
And you've got that extra gravity
With
thing
that.
going
Oh, yeah.
on, so that's
Well,
probably,
how hard could I jump if I have... Oh no, it goes towards me.
I don't know. The gravity is pulling shit towards you, so it would be harder to jump.
So if you were to like be standing on top of it and you were to throw like something heavy up into the air, I will like
Come on up here, I'll throw
accelerate
you up in
down.
there. I'll throw you up in the air. And then you land on the edge of this point.
See, when we just said it, and it was like, that was a cool idea.
Yeah.
We should have just did it instead of talking
Then
about
we
it.
thought it
and then
through.
realizing that
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
So
like
shut
to-
up.
Okay, so disadvantage.
No.
If you'd like to
Too
do it, you can have disadvantage.
Okay, well I'm going to spend 3
Rule of
dice.
cool, straight roll. Oh, what a good DM.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to spend 2 extra dice for double advantage.
Okay.
And then the last AP I was going to do was going to be for, I think it was Hinder, is what I was doing.
Sure.
So it didn't.
It's not currently hindered.
Yeah, so basically, so it couldn't. Like there's disadvantage on its strength checks. Or do I feel like it's not getting out?
Getting out of the rope situation.
Yeah.
It's in a worse spot right now than it has been so far, but there's also a lot less soldiers to hold it down now. Roughly a third.
I'll do
less.
Hinder because it's disadvantage on its next attack.
Sure.
Double advantage.
And you still have a D4 for what?
17.
Yes. Not the 80.
Or
No.
You can roll my D8 as well,
I got a
because I
D8.
gave you a D8 help die.
Oh fuck, this could be good.
Damn.
That's 21 so far.
Here's a new Gideon.
Ooh, that's 27 plus 4. So 31.
Pretty good.
Whoa!
That's pretty good.
That is a hit, and a heavy, and a brutal. And bonus damage because your weapon does more on brutals. Right?
Oh, yeah. So that'd be... Well, this is... I don't know if this harpoon is impact.
Oh, you're using the harpoon.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
using
jamming it in.
Okay.
You can give it to me if you want.
No, it's fine. He needs that hit point.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do... The harpoon does 2 damage base. It bypasses his physical damage reduction because it's adamantine.
Nice.
Does
it look pretty bloodied or well bloodied even?
The thing is, it's not well bloodied.
No.
You do 2, 3, 4, yeah, you do 4. Right?
Because I know
We'll say 5.
Gideon
'cause
did
you
it.
did an extra flurry.
Yeah.
Gideon does like 11 when he.
So now it has to do a physical save.
Okay. It's very strong. 17.
Yeah, that passes. And that's it.
That's all your points?
That's all my points.
Okay. Next up, Jareth. And then Gideon, who you're also playing.
Yep. That I'm gonna have to figure out how to.
Unless Jason wants to play Gideon, and then
Well,
you could
you
play...
do also use Stanley. Oh, you can have
Restaurant.
a character that works.
Your dad's gonna come back, and for some reason he's all lubed up for some reason.
Yeah.
He's going into the dragon. I'm not strong enough to do it.
That's where we should leave him with him.
That's how the campaign ends. He's in the dragon.
Let me lay him to rest.
He doffs the armor.
The dragon was already dead. We just wanted to put you in there.
It's basically it's like Shrek, where you just instead of defeating the dragon, you fall in love with a donkey.
Yeah.
Donkey called Gideon.
That should be the name of the episode. A donkey named Gideon.
Oh my goodness.
It's Giddy in.
It was P. Diddy in last time.
Oh no! Uh-oh. That's nasty.
What would Jareth like to do? I'm going to stop talking.
How high up is it? The entrance.
Oh, here we go.
Way above you.
This is 90% of your whole combat.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Death Bolt.
Okay.
I'm gonna use an AP to give myself advantage on it.
All right.
I'm gonna give add an AP to why can't I talk to give me advantage or damage. Sorry,
Okay.
and I can't do another AP for damage, can I?
No,
So
but you
you're-
can do
not
more
damage.
You're
advantage.
doing the
Advantage,
empower?
yes.
It's also going to be, if you want to do a called shot, it'll do more damage, but you'll have 1 less advantage on your attack. You'll gain a disadvantage.
Okay.
But it'll do extra 2 damage.
So you could spend more AP to get more advantage then.
He's already done
He's
it.
already
Yeah.
spent it all.
Yeah, I'm spending all my AP on this Death Bolt.
He's blowing his load on this asshole.
I'm gonna see if I can prolapse it so I can climb in.
You see
Yay!
2 and a 7. What else
7.
you got there? 2 and a 7?
Plus 4.
Is there another one?
It was just a 2.
Wow.
I got a high of 7 there.
Well, okay, you miss.
11!
Okay, it's Gideon's turn. We're not going to talk about that.
Thank God.
Gideon does things where he rolls 20s and does 12 damage, so...
Sure he does.
Try that.
I don't know what he does.
I probably
He's a big
smite.
hammer axe.
He does the huge hammer.
Yeah, does he have any magic left?
He does?
No, this is his hit points.
No,
His mana
yeah.
points.
2 left.
And he doesn't run back to the trees. And
No,
shoot
he
them.
doesn't.
He is standing 5 feet away from this guy.
Yeah, he just...
Actually, he's 10 feet away because he
has reach, right?
he had to back out.
Is this you?
That's me.
This one, I guess, is
Gideon.
Gideon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hits things with his big hammer, and his hammer has reach. So even if he's not right next to it, he can still hit it.
You getting seasick there, Art, with that camera moving
I
everywhere?
know, right?
It's really
No,
weird.
it's just like being back on the cruise.
I want to turn it off.
Yeah, I don't know what his magic does, but he could swing his hammer again.
Sure.
He's doing good with his hammer. He did some big damage before, right?
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Well,
What-
he was,
what
he
does
was
he-
smiting too.
Yeah, does he have... How many mana points does he have to spend to smite? I thought he was all out of that.
No?
He's used a lot of smites and shit. I don't know.
He's
He
got
has
2
2.
mana points left.
Okay.
Somebody needs to look up how he gets mana points.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Because that's a big.
What is he?
No.
Sorcerer?
But mana points you
No,
don't get
when
back
he's
to
a
the long
paladin.
rest, right? It's stamina
It's
points
the
that
stamina
you get
points
back.
that you get
No,
back
he's
for
a
conditions.
Spellblade.
Spellblade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can get his stamina points back, but he can't get mana points
He
back.
probably
Once they're
can
spent,
smite
they're
with
spent.
those.
Probably not. It says smite, spend 1 SP and 1
MP.
M. It says DMG,
One
but I don't know why I would say that.
does 1 damage.
Plus
1
1 damage.
Oh, okay.
Plus 2 with melee.
But it's an SP. That's a
Yeah,
stamina point,
it's
not
a-
a
Okay.
point.
It says
And
stamina
that's plus 2
point.
damage on melee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and he only has
He
1
definitely likes
stamina
that
point.
one.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
And
Okay,
then,
so
And then roll with some advantages.
yeah.
So if you hit with a spell attack, you get 1 SP back.
oh
Is a smite considered a spell attack? Probably.
no, I don't think so
It,
because it costs stamina.
yeah, it wouldn't use it and then give it back immediately.
No, you'd have to probably spend his mana point to get his stamina back. Okay, so if he spends
Well, we're level 2, right?
Yeah.
1 for attack,
You can spend an SP in place of an AP for AP enhancements.
But he only has 1 SP.
if he spends one for advantage, and he then has enough to make a magic attack afterwards, he can get his stamina point back.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
like a minor green flame blade or something.
Green Flame Blade he could add to his attack.
Yeah.
He also
It
has
has Ice Knife
Guiding
and
Bolt.
Misty Step and Guiding Bolt.
Guiding Bolt is big damage when he crit.
Okay, why don't we start with the Guiding Bolt? Since he has distance, it costs 2 AP and 1 MP. So he has MP. 2 AP.
But he has a max of 1 SP, so like you wouldn't be gaining anything from that.
No, he should have 2 SP.
What?
Because he had 1 at level 1 and then he gained 1.
Oh, he just never changed it.
What?
His max MP.
It's possible
Or,
he
SP.
doesn't because he's half
Yeah,
caster, half
he's a half caster.
melee. And stamina is more of a melee thing. Possible. I'm not saying it is or isn't.
Right, so it doesn't cost 2 SP, it's AP. So it's like 2 action points and a mana point for Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
And that's just 1 D20, but you could add 2 D20 for an additional action point. That's 3 action points.
And I will bolster it, so add a d8 to it.
Okay, we'll add a D8.
And he was blessed, so add a d4.
He's going to do another over 30.
Okay. And we can add 4 to this, so that's 18, 24.
Plus his to hit modifier?
That's what I added.
24 hits, and 24 also is a heavy hit.
That's the Guiding Bolt, though. We're doing the Guiding Bolt, so it's
Well,
not.
it's-
It's not a.
Still get that on him.
Yeah.
Well, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should, yeah.
Okay.
So it does a base damage of 2? Is that correct?
Here, I don't know. Says 3 radiant damage.
Oh, okay. So 4 radiant damage. It's a big blow.
Okay, and with his last AP, he'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Perfect. He was the target of
Oh
the last attack. No, actually, you were the target of the last attack, but most of the time Gideon's been the one that's been getting struck.
Right.
I don't know how he gets his mana points back. Can't read it anymore.
I thought mana points you only get on long rest.
He does only have 1 damn point.
He just gets stamina points, which you can cast also.
He doesn't get a second one until 6th level.
Wow.
Okay! So that was Gideon, and now it's Respin's turn.
Wow, just slide over one.
Do 4 damage.
I'll try.
This should go quick.
I shoot from long distance.
100 feet away.
Yep. Why not?
Do you move up a little first?
Why?
Well, you could.
I've already got a good spot. And even to move up 10 feet cost me 1 AP.
I'm sure there's some wolves over there in those trees.
There might be.
Some of the wolves fell off this thing when it
Fell off the
Yeah, because it's actually just 100 wolves in the shape of a dragon.
in a trench coat?
Yeah.
In a dragon-shaped trench
And
coat.
because like the gravity and everything, and it was spinning, and from
And
your
they're-
arrow
and they're
actually,
pissed.
it bounced off, and
Okay. Well, come at me, bro. I'm gonna keep shooting from the sidelines here because this is what I do.
Okay.
And those trees look pretty hard to climb.
And I have no mana points. I have stamina points. Hard to
Yep,
climb.
you have no mana points.
No mana
Feels
points.
like it's been too long. I missed you guys.
You missed me being able to climb things?
No,
I missed all of it.
nobody misses that.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing speed is the most OP skill in DC 20.
Okay, so I think we got to go back to the debilitating strike. And you tried to hinder it,
It failed.
but it failed because it's super strong.
It's pretty strong.
But I could expose it.
It's
That's
probably
not-
the same
it's
save.
a
anyways.
physical check, right?
Yeah, it's a physical save. So that's
It's probably got, like,
physical
a
is just
plus
strong
10
no
or
matter
something
what.
like that. Yes. Probably got some stupid amount.
Yeah, that's kind of.
It's
You do
actually rolled better. It's rolled really good on all the saves.
Can you do a mental one?
No.
He's no caster.
Debilitating is debilitating. That's all it does. Okay, so here we go. I got my shot. I got my advantage AP. I've got my debilitating strike, which is an SP. And since I'm Respin, I need 3 dice, so
I got a save coming. That's a pretty good save.
Every time.
Nat 20!
I thought it has to be on
What?
the table.
Yeah, it has to be on the table. It has to be on the table. Yeah.
Definitely doesn't have to be on the table. That's just the recap.
Okay.
That.
How would I ever roll anything? I'm not even there.
Okay, I have the bless condition, right? With the little bless? No.
Too far away.
No.
Alright, nat 20 it is.
All right.
Plus your...
Let's go.
Can I
So,
bolster the arrow as it flies by
yeah,
me?
can you bolster that?
No, he's too far away.
No, the arrow, not him.
I-
too
As
far
it
away.
passes,
The
though.
arrow. Can I be like, you're the best arrow?
It's going by too quick.
The problem is I actually caught the arrow before it went in.
Okay, so you take the damage instead.
No,
So
I
how much
caught it.
damage?
I do 1 damage and 1 for a cheap shot,
2 for it being a crit.
2 for being a crit, so that's 4. So I'm matching Gideon because that's the important
Pretty good.
part, right?
Yeah. Now, he usually does about 11 in a round.
Yeah, but he only did 4 last time, so
You brought him down to 4. From,
Yeah.
And what was the total to your hit?
20. Oh, well, 24.
24? Okay.
Yeah.
So you do 5 points of damage.
Pretty good.
Pretty fucking good.
Okay,
Things
look
are
at that.
turning around here.
What damage did it
this
have?
rest-
Yeah, I
guy.
just need to be shooting more. That's all.
You just had a couple of rough weeks for the last 10 weeks.
You know what? We should just keep going.
He's had a couple of rough weeks for the past 10.
I think he needs a few more weeks of being
Yeah,
rough.
we gotta keep this guy. This is starting to build.
The
The
road.
momentum is building up on this guy.
You're just getting the hang of it
Yeah.
here. The last
Okay,
episode.
for my last AP, I'd like to hide.
Okay.
Oh God.
Sure.
You pretty much are.
Give me
For
a
what?
stealth with
From the
advantage.
wolf.
Well, so next time I can shoot with advantage,
From
right?
the wolves.
Yeah, the wolves.
You get advantage because you're hiding from a thing that's way the fuck away
Oh,
from you.
nice.
Oh my goodness. 2 not ones?
It's a 7 and a 2,
Oh yes.
plus my stealth, which is 5.
Okay,
So you
so
draw
12.
you draw attention to yourself.
12.
You're pretty sure this dragon's not looking at you.
Nice.
It's like you're on the other side of a mountain, just lobbing arrows over it. Right?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, so we're on to the apex action at the top of the round now. So this is trying to guide what these soldiers are going to do. The harpoon situation has changed. Most of, if not all of the soldiers are now stuck on this dragon, wrapped around this dragon, chained with these mithril 20-foot ropes. So a lot of them are hanging off the ground.
So they're not.
They're pinned to it.
We're all going to roll.
They're weighing it down, but they're not tethering it.
They're weighing it down, and some of the wings are wrapped into this, so this is still helping the situation. But you guys are all going to roll prime +1, but you can guide what you want these guys to do if you want to change anything, or if you have any insight into what should happen here. You can change the tactics of what's happening collectively or individually.
I'm going to specifically try to spend my time freeing as many guys from the chains.
Sure, so they, instead of attacking, are going to try and unravel their chain?
No, just to pull them out from the
If they're
chain.
caught. If they're...
Sure.
Yeah, if they're caught in. I don't want to unravel the chain. I want to yank them out of there.
So this isn't physically you doing anything, but you can command those guys to free themselves.
Yeah, free.
So that would be prepping for the following round would mean they wouldn't be
They can
attacking, but they don't really need to attack either. So specifically, don't need to attack to keep the wings in control for a round, anyways.
Yeah, I just want them free so they can do stuff.
Sure. And you guys can all decide that's a good idea, or just continue stabbing, or whatever you want.
I have a spear that I haven't really used this whole campaign. I'm going to give it to one of my guys, and I'm going to see if they can get a bunch of the guys together. I can get the spear in between the chains to kind of like keep the chains in place.
Sure.
Yeah, like a little, like, basically a
Start
template.
winding it up?
No, like,
tourniquet.
Like, the chains would be, like, a normal, like, they would have, like, it would be, like, actual adamantine chain, right? Like, it's
They're braided mithril.
braided
Mhm.
metal. But would there be any gaps in the chain where, like, if we put a multiple on top, we
you
can,
could
like,
step
drive
through it
Yeah.
if you wanted. Sure. And you definitely wouldn't damage the mithril because it's pretty sturdy. So. Sure. Anyone else have any other changes they want to make, or just continue stabbing?
I like the tourniquet idea. Let's get some of those chains and start.
Well, we need to
Put
get our
the
guys
pressure
out
on.
first because they're like, with the
Well, you're doing that.
There's a couple of chains that have wrapped around his neck.
My initial thought was the guys that are on the ground with the chains to like keep going the way that they've wrapped it around to like cocoon it more, but that would be counterintuitive to getting anybody that's stuck in chains free. So
Well, like, who...
maybe next
But
turn.
you're kind of acting in order, so if he succeeds really well, you
Yeah,
could
that's true.
you could
And if he
potentially do
fails
that.
really, really bad, you know, like,
So I'll go
who wouldn't
first
want
to
to die?
frame, and then you guys tourniquet?
No, I've seen this before. You just have to wrap it around the legs, right? You just keep wrapping it around the legs.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what
What's
Gordon calls
already
the AT&T
spun through,
attack.
so-
What's Gideon
You
going to
hear me
do?
now?
What's Gideon going to do?
Gideon, we won't worry about. He doesn't need to roll on the Apex anymore.
There you
Carl
go.
Dean needs to pitch in. If he
I
wants.
was gonna go in with the spear and try and see if I can jam the spearhead into some of the chains that are wrapped around to kind of affix the chains to its body.
Okay, perfect.
The front and the back. The same thing's happening. It's not bad.
Yeah, so two of you are fixing
Brothers working
positions, and neither of you is going to admit that the other one did a good job because you're brothers.
Well,
And then-
my character isn't against his brother. He's against me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
fair.
So I'll go first, I
Yeah,
guess?
everyone can roll now, but we'll
That's the order.
resolve
And-
from
And I blessed the red shirts, so you roll with a d4.
everyone rolls with an extra d4 and the +1 on top of the 5.
Even me.
So it's prime.
Yep.
So it's roll plus prime plus 1
How,
Yep.
plus a
Man.
d4.
Plus
There.
a d4, yeah.
Ooh. That's 14.
Okay. So you do an adequate job of freeing some of them, but they're not all free from behind the chain.
I don't know. Here, I'm rolling. We're rolling.
plus a d4.
Plus your prime plus 1.
How do you not have a beer yet?
I know, because I came late. That's 14 plus 2 plus prime,
Plus
which
1.
is 3,
+1.
plus 1, which is 20.
Perfect.
A dirty 11.
Okay.
Is that a move?
Spencer?
16.
16.
Is that a
It is
position?
now.
It's a position.
It's just like two people, like, planking on top of each other.
So Art, you get a
He's doing the dirty
24.
11.
24, okay. So the tying up is working okay. Like you guys are working towards that. It's not fully complete, but you're getting his legs tangled some. Freeing the guys from being behind the chains isn't going super well, but it's progressing. I think it's going to take at least another round, but some of the guys have come free. So then you would have a choice, seeing the resolution of...
I'll be like, Glenn, Stefan, Max, pull, go!
And so you're able
Is
to...
it yours?
Oh, I'll take that. Yeah.
That's the one that I brought from the island.
Oh, what?
This is from the island?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Sure.
This is the one you had
now,
last week,
now
right?
the dragon's going to where
Is that
you
the
are.
one that was like a kick in the teeth one? No, I think you brought the one that I had.
Yeah.
It was like a
It was a
real...
coffee. Hardcore coffee.
This is the coffee one, though.
So you're taking a beer away from the DM. Good luck.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
This wasn't your beer. This was Spencer's beer.
So, in general, pretty good round. Successful in terms of the progression of what you're doing, but nobody's completed fully what they were attempting to do. And for this round, the wings are stable. He can't get out of the air, since he's shrunk back down to size.
Can he still, like, move at all?
Yeah, he can move and attack and everything. It's just his wing. One of his wings is limited. Lennox, your turn.
Alright, with my turn, I will Commander's Call and tell Eddie to punch him again with advantage.
So that doesn't use my AP, does it?
No.
No, that's pretty good. That's a 22.
Perfect. 2 damage plus, and you're using what at this point?
The dagger punch.
Okay. You're
Plus-
using the thing Carl Dean made, the spur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a dagger. My Wolverine.
Oh, you're using the punching
The
dagger.
punching dagger.
Oh,
Mm.
Which you
Wolverine.
said I could use while still having a hand on the...
Sure. Yeah, you're welcome to do that.
It's not my
It
style.
doesn't, because you're not using the spur, it doesn't negate the damage reduction.
The spur?
The
Oh, the harpoon.
adamantine harpoon.
Oh, I see.
spur, whatever,
Gotcha.
whatever it is. So you do 1 base damage?
One base plus whatever heavy.
Right, which is, it was a heavy hit. Perfect. Okay.
And then I will, with my last action point,
Last action hero.
I will take the dodge action missile.
Okay,
And that is my turn.
perfect. The dragon's turn next, and his 2 primary targets are dodging. The dragon is going to attempt to cast a spell.
Wow.
Anyone got any spell duel points left?
Duel!
I do.
Oh, you can both do it. Duel.
Duel!
How many points are you going to invest in?
I can be the primary, so I'll start dumping my mana points.
Okay.
So I'll dump the 2 mana points it takes. And 1 AP.
And I'll dump 2 action points to help him.
I think you still have to use
And
mana.
You still have to use mana points.
yeah, that's
You
sorry.
don't have
but-
to use any AP.
No, I meant to do MP. Say MP. Sorry.
Okay, so...
So that gives them, what, 1 extra MP?
Well, it's 2 AP and an MP.
2 AP and an MP to do a spell duel, and I think even just to be a part of it is the same, but I'm not positive on that, and I never could find the fucking rules on that.
Do you want to say it is? I'm fine with that.
No,
Spell deal.
we'll check the rules.
Multiple participants.
What level? What page you on?
47. Sorted into initiators, those trying to help the spell take effect, and challengers, those trying to prevent the spell from taking effect.
So we're rolling a spell check plus your spell modifier plus the MP that you've used. And hopefully we get a tie, because it's going to be shit if we don't all get a tie.
So
Yeah, that would be
you
fun.
add your MP onto your spell check.
So it's not me who's rolling. It's
I think you
both roll.
also roll, because you're a challenger. As
Yeah,
well.
if you're gonna dump some in as well, then you get to roll too.
Okay.
So is it doing like a targeted attack, an area of effect, or
AoE. Big AoE magic starts to
Oh,
pulse out away from it.
If you're helping, every participant makes their spell check, and the highest initiative result is compared against the highest challenger result to determine the outcome.
But if we, if like one of the lower ones still tie, do we still
it's
take
like
the tie?
it's like getting advantage though. That's basically what you got.
Uh-huh.
So Art rolls and you roll.
Yeah,
spell
so
check.
the two of you, whatever,
And you take the highest.
Okay.
whoever's the best. What'd you guys get?
21.
Ooh.
So I do go down
I got
too. Oh no, it's not
13.
20. It's not 21. It's 22 because it's 2 spell points I use, right? So it gets +1.
I think it's for additional spell points.
Oh.
Get. But that beats
Yeah,
what
so
I rolled. So
spell point to do the spell duel. If you added one more,
Right.
then you got a +1 to it.
So you guys succeed. So you need to describe to me what spell you used to counteract this forcing pulse that was coming out of this thing.
You know, I have Death Bolt that I can no longer.
The only spell you use.
Death Bolt. I say you cannot heal.
So you death bolt him
You-
in the
you cannot
asshole
spell?
a little.
Yeah, I do Life Bolt. You
go-
cannot spell.
Goose.
And he goes, oh! And his spell fizzles.
Puckers.
His spell puckers.
Okay.
It does say in here, each creature gains a bonus to its check equal to the MP it spent on the spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would have been.
including the original.
Including the original?
Sounds like.
So it would be 22. Not 22,
But you
24.
succeeded anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24, 23. Why can't they use math for brain?
Okay, then he's going to try to attempt a tail attack against the person who just spell dueled him.
I schooled him.
12? Does 12 hit you? AC?
It does.
Okay. So you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a might physical save from you. Might or agility. Whatever you're better at.
Agility.
Okay.
I have 1 hit point left.
You'll be fine.
What are you doing that? I've been healing the wrong person.
Yeah. He's fine up there.
15 plus 1, that is 16.
Okay, that succeeds. So you don't get any negative effects from this tail lashing that you take. That's 2. He's going to try a bite against Gideon and a claw against Lennox. So against Gideon is...
At disadvantage.
He's dodging.
He's dodging, that's true. I did not do that. Now what?
Yay! It bites him. It bites his own leg.
It wraps another chain around
It
it.
hits Lennox instead.
Fair.
Okay, so it staggers in this attack. It was going to do a claw
The chain
against
stuff.
one and a bite against Lennox. It can't succeed on either. It stumbles and loses the opportunity to use its final action point, and so the attack against Lennox doesn't come through. And Mr. Carl Dean!
Carl Dean.
Hey!
Alright, so I will carbon copy what I did last time. I will use... I've only got 2 AP, so I'm only going to do a spell attack, and...
Hi!
Say hello. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hello!
Hello.
They all say hello back.
Hi, Mr. Jason.
Hi.
Yeah, Spencer's behind the camera.
Barely
So
see.
I'll spend 2 AP, 1 to cast firebolts, and then 1 to give myself advantage.
Perfect.
15
Does not hit.
doesn't hit. I'm aware.
Okay.
That's all of my AP.
Perfect. Eddie.
We gotta watch what we say now.
Mr. Eddie, it's your turn,
Yeah.
sir.
No, I got headphones in. You're okay.
Okay. So you have to watch what
Fuck,
you say.
that was wordy.
Jesus.
Correct. That's why he said they all say hi.
Yeah.
He's not stupid enough to let us keep
I need to do double advantage and drive the harpoon.
Okay.
Bolster it with the D8.
Thank you.
Remember your D4.
This is 18.
Yes, but
Plus
add
the-
your
plus the
D4,
D4
add your
plus the
D8.
D8,
Come on,
22.
come on.
Oh, D4.
Just bonus
I
damage
didn't
everywhere.
give him a D8 unless
20.
Spencer's character did.
Oh, 28 plus 4,
Spencer.
32.
Did you add the D8?
Yeah, I said bolster.
Okay. Yeah.
30 fucking 2.
30 motherfucking 2.
Dragon, baby!
Yeah!
I'm on a dragon, shoot my guns,
I'm killing me a dragon!
and mount this over the fireplace.
Where did that come from? Okay, so you do.
Now say it with a French accent.
Yes!
I pray.
Oh, yeah, look at the man.
Say it again, Frenchie.
Oh la la.
Oh, rah, rah.
All right, yeah. Well,
Say it. Say chowder. Shout out.
Okay, so you do 2. You negate damage reduction. You do 2 more. Okay. I got it. Perfect. And that, have you got any action points left? Anything else?
yeah, sorry, it was the last one was going to be the same thing with Hinder.
What?
The
You're
la-
trying
the
to
last
hit the
AP?
creature?
The last AP?
You didn't say that before you attack.
No, I guess.
Alright, I don't mind. You'll never fail, right? Net 6.
It all worked out.
Jareth, you're up. This thing is looking fairly hurt.
Okay.
I think I drove this thing right to I can't.
Yeah, it's actually coming out the other side. You just don't notice now.
I'm
Do we
going.
see it coming out
Yeah.
the chest?
Stop, Eddie. Pull it the other way.
Yeah, that's right.
I am going to aim for the tail. And I'm going to give myself advantage.
Just sew it.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you trying to hit the tail specifically?
Yes.
Just the tail.
Just the tail.
Just the tail. Nothing.
Just take it
The
up
base
the
of the tail?
Throw it over the
face of
top.
tail or anything.
Drive
just
back
the
in
tail.
again.
Just the tail.
Okay.
Okay, so because I get
my
disadvantage
grandma
from
used
that,
to did
right?
macrame.
Well, hitting the tail won't do anything additional.
Okay, so the anus.
Okay.
So this is no, it would be a straight roll, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll give you disadvantage, but it'll do more damage on a cold shot. So unless if you're adding a advantage, then you're a straight roll.
So I'll have to re-roll this. Okay, that is 19 plus 4, so that is 23.
And you do base damage of 2.
No, it's a base damage. Oh yeah, 2 because he's bloodied.
You do extra damage to bloody creatures.
Yes.
Okay.
And then obviously because of the cold shot, it is
That's
3
2 additional pucker damage.
pucker damage.
Yeah. So that's
The new damage type.
yeah,
Yes.
new damage type.
I should write that down on Death Bolt.
Easiotomy.
Do
Can
you
be puckered.
have any AP left
No,
to do life drain?
No, I used 2 AP for the magic battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because you could life drain and kind of pull some health back.
Because you need
Yeah.
it.
Would have been sweet.
Would have been sweet, but I wanted to deal damage. If I go out, I'm going out to the
You're
dragons
fine.
behind.
It is Gideon's turn. What's Gideon doing?
So, what is the status of the dragon right
The
now?
dragon is currently burning. The dragon is currently bleeding. The dragon is currently bloodied.
Uh-huh.
The BBB.
And did it take its true damage at the start of its turn?
It takes fire damage and bleeding damage at the start of its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There was something about Mike's character always doing true damage.
He
But that's
does an
his
additional
hammer,
point
right?
of true damage when using his hammer.
Okay, we're going to do the hammer then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's got,
So he calls on his prayer to the Church of Kalimvor.
right? So he's got 1 to make his attack, 1 to give himself advantage.
You should also smite, I'd say.
Do you have to smite before you swing, or do you have to
Yeah.
swing and then when you hit, you smite?
No, I'm not sure. I'm going to say you have to declare it.
Okay, we're going to smite.
Gord will determine that in a minute.
We're going to smite.
And you're bolstered, so a D8.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're blessed, so a D4.
Oh. We already got a D4.
When you
The
make a
D4 is his
martial
action
attack
point.
with the weapon, you can spend 1 or more SP to deal.
Yeah, so before you know if you hit,
Okay,
when you make an attack.
okay. So we're spending the smite, but it's not another die, it's just +2 to melee damage.
Yeah.
Oh, plus
Per,
1
per
damage.
stamina point spent.
Oh, 2 with melee.
Yeah.
Okay,
That sounds right.
and that's only using 2 of his AP
And an SD.
and an SP.
But you could give him another advantage.
We could.
And then
If
you
you
could
spend
get...
another SP if you have it, you get another +2 damage.
Well, he only has 1 SP.
Yeah, he's only got 1. Okay,
And-
I'll spend the extra. So that's 3 action points.
You could do another one and then have quadruple.
Nope.
17.
See a 17 in there.
Yeah.
+2 +3, so that would be 22.
22.
+4,
26, so you're a dirty 30?
dirty 30.
Is that right? 30 to hit? Where are you
Plus,
getting
why
that?
plus 6? It's
Well, we
plus
had
4, right?
plus 4.
Yeah, you have 17.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
2.
22
Three.
plus 4 is 26.
Oh.
So 26.
And then the +4 is your prime plus strength or whatever? Is that
Yeah.
right?
Well, it's 26.
It's 22 roll.
22
okay.
rolled
Oh,
plus the
okay.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
26 hits. It's a good hit.
Okay, and that's with the smite
Oh,
damage.
it's impact, so there's impact damage.
So-
It is a heavy hit, so you
So-
get 2 damage for the heavy, 1 damage for the true damage. So
Yeah.
3 there.
2 damage for the smite.
2 damage for the smite.
And his
2
regular
for the-
damage is 2, right?
Yeah. So he's at
7.
7 damage now.
Okay.
Perfect.
So he's got 1 more AP.
He'll probably dodge.
Dodge.
The dragon turns to him. "Rah!"
What's
Angry.
his HP like?
His HP is at 7 of 11.
Well, I just used the help dice, so he heals 1.
Okay. Now it's 8.
The warlock smiles at that. His face.
He's too far away.
Falling off.
Pushing his gizzards
Lennox
back
is like,
in.
I don't really want to walk that much farther.
Yeah, I mean,
If you have to pick between the two brothers,
if he has any healing potions, he could give this guy a healing potion.
I do have a healing potion on me.
He's got his own healing potions. He just doesn't
Oh.
use them.
Yeah.
I have
guys all
1
have-
left.
You guys have healing potions everywhere.
I know, but like he should have it written down here, right? 3
Right.
healing potions.
Holy shit.
I have 3 as well.
Yeah, anyone who hasn't used it, because you guys have each gained 3.
Can I give him or force feed him one?
I'm a bit far
Can
away.
Baldur's Gate throw it at his feet?
Yeah.
and then everyone gets healed? Fuck yeah. But the dragon gets healed too.
Oh,
Yeah, I suppose I'd have to get closer. All right, I dodge.
Lennox Gideon yells out, I have healing potions if you want them.
I have 1 too.
Okay.
Cheers.
Fuck you then. Rispin.
Okay, well, over here now. What if I shoot someone with a healing potion?
You string it to your bow. Give me like a crafting check to see if you can get it on your arrow.
break it. First break it.
From 100 feet away.
You have no disadvantage to doing the shot.
You'll hit the dragon.
You'll do like 1 damage or whatever to them. But then you'll heal 2 damage. So.
Yeah, I believe in you.
This pigeon will fly in front of it.
If I could trust that I could roll better, like this is not helpful. If I could roll better,
17 is okay.
maybe I could call a shot and then try and
You gotta
get some more
into
damage.
Some Lennox zone. You need to get into the Lennox
Take a
zone. and then
17.
you'll
I
get
believe
some
in you.
eights and
This
stuff.
could be your 1 good roll.
Right, this could be it. Okay.
You go into triple advantage?
Well,
Are we gonna go hinder?
I don't know
Yeah,
if Hinder's a good choice.
Just use a
Maybe expose him.
blow your load.
He's got.
Am I hidden right now?
He's got extraordinarily.
I
lucky.
did hide.
Yes, you are hidden.
So I get advantage because I'm shooting from hidden.
Yeah.
I spend. So that's 1 AP
I guess
to make the shot.
I should roll to see if you.
Oh,
An awareness check at disadvantage. You see. Well, that's a net 20.
Oh, then that
Disadvantage?
And a 2.
So we made it.
So you're hidden for sure.
Okay, so
He's like, huh?
hidden.
No, it's not there.
I gave him advantage though, so I shouldn't actually
Who?
roll that
That's true.
disadvantage.
That's true.
So
Wait,
it's
you didn't give me
Just a regular.
What?
I get advantage on the high
Stop
check.
talking.
Every time we think this shit through, it gets worse for you guys.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. 1 AP, 2 AP, 3 AP,
I think
just to get a good roll.
at that distance, he should make him climb a tree to get.
Climb a tree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall out of a tree.
I'm feeling a 20 here. I have a good.
Yeah,
You got a good vibe going on tonight, Jason. I think you got this.
You think I got a 20 coming through?
Yeah.
Have you rolled a 20?
I did
before?
just last. On my last roll, I got a 20, but only did 4
Did you
points of
remember to add
damage.
2 damage for the crit?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got it.
it got me all the way up to 4.
Yeah. You shouldn't be the one playing Gideon. It's ruining your. You're like, oh, Gideon does 12 damage.
Return.
Gideon seems pretty fucking powerful.
Yeah, this spellblade is.
Everyone would be a spellblade.
Yeah,
next
everyone
time.
would be.
And commanders. Spellblades and commanders.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well,
What would a group of
Or just
commanders
one
look
smellblade. One spellblade.
Smellblade.
One spellblade in all commanders, and they just everyone commands the spellblade to attack over and over and over and over.
Like?
I could expose. Let's
I
do an
think you
expose.
I think you need to outnumber the commanders. Because the action points, like, you can't command somebody to attack twice. So it would be the fact of, like,
Why couldn't you?
because it
Same
says you can
attack?
only do it once.
Oh, each commander can only do it once.
Yeah.
But it's a
like-
different turn.
But you can command another commander
It
to
is,
command.
it is a different
Well,
turn.
no, on my
I
turn,
see.
I can only get them to attack once.
Yeah.
With disadvantage.
Oh,
I
I
can
see.
only issue that command once. So I can't use all 4 of my action points to say attack 4 times.
Yeah.
But what you could do is command the commander
That's
to command. And you could command the commander to command.
Yes.
It's pretty
Yeah.
Dominoes.
Okay, here it is. Expose.
Commander Inception.
Okay, so I'm going to use these dice to attack, and I'm going to use 1 AP to expose the target.
Okay. Save of my hand.
Okay?
Oh. 9.
Oh, you might do it.
You succeed on the expose, I'm pretty sure.
We got an 18.
The 15. 18 size.
That's pretty good.
Okay,
You're gonna hit him.
18 and 4 is 22. So if 22 hits, I do the 1.
It's not quite a heavy though.
That's okay. I do 1 damage for the bow. I do 1 damage for the cheap shot, and then I have the save maneuver. You said he rolled a 9.
He fails his save, I think. With a 9, yeah.
So then he has attacks have disadvantage against the attack made against before the end of your next
The
turn.
next attack is the apex action.
No,
so
but
that's-
his attack.
Attack against him.
No, next attack he
Oh,
does.
he's exposed. The
Oh.
target becomes exposed, and attacks against it have
Ah.
advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the next attack is the apex action, which means all of you are going to get to roll
With advantage.
With advantage.
with advantage.
Nice.
Because we all attack with the exact same thing.
Exactly. Why wouldn't you?
It's the apex move, really.
Cool.
Okay, so
okay, so he
it's
takes
only a 3 damage.
3 damage? 2 damage. 3 damage?
What did I say?
2 damage. Cheap shot and then bow.
Cheap shot and bow.
So 2 damage.
Yeah.
But,
The exposed is big on an apex.
yeah, that's really good.
It's my new move.
You've
tried
been,
to
figured
pull
it
it
out
off
on the last
before.
episode.
yeah, you've been exposing a lot of different creatures. That's all you're good at.
Just Respin in a trench
Just
coat.
well, just in my turn order.
It is now the apex action, so we can continue on with everything you guys have decided if you want, but you also know that attacks
Now-
against
yeah.
it have advantage
tell-
now, so...
All 50 guys to make an attack.
Yeah, forget the ones in the chain. Just attack. Whoever's free.
Yeah.
Kill this thing.
Yeah, everybody take out your
It's showing
daggers.
its belly.
But we have to also think: is Ray going to let us all do all how much damage?
Well, we'll see. We'll roll 50 dice and see who hits.
50 dice, yeah, 50 dice
At
twice. Yeah,
100 dice
With the
each.
D4.
Yeah,
With the D4.
because they're all blessed.
And I will bolster this attack.
This one single attack.
I already thought you had guidance to the entire thing. What are you doing to me?
There, I like this.
There's no bolster.
No, there's no
Quick,
bolster.
quick before he changes his mind.
No, I already figured it out. That's bullshit. Didn't take long to think this one through.
We should have rolled quick.
Okay,
So you
100
guys
dice.
everyone can roll with advantage.
Plus a
Everyone
D4.
can roll with the D4. There's no bolster.
That's bullshit.
Wow.
Total of 8?
remember you get advantage.
I rolled 3 and
Yeah.
3.
Oh, I got advantage too.
6. But it bumped that one into a 17.
I don't know how that works.
I got an 8.
Okay, 8 fails.
8 and a 6 out of that crap.
Okay, 18, 18, 3, and that's also plus my prime, plus 1.
Oh, I didn't have prime in there.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Crit!
Crit!
Woohoo!
Crit!
So actually it's 11.
Plus 2, plus 3.
Crit fail?
Oh,
Crit success.
yes. Well, almost a crit fail and a crit success. I
Did you have
got
your
a
prime?
20.
I got 11.
Yeah, I
with
got
the
11
prime,
too.
yeah.
What was your total?
So it'd be 26.
Okay.
Oh, that's a heavy.
And you got 8 total?
11 actually. I didn't
11
have my
total.
prime. And plus 1.
Mine's 11 total.
11. Art?
I got 18.
Okay, that's good.
25.
25.
That's a heavy too.
Well, for a advantage round, that was pretty shit.
No kidding.
Collectively.
Two
But,
of us pooched. Did Gideon roll? Or no, he doesn't roll.
Gideon's
He doesn't roll.
Right.
Well,
Let's see what Gideon
somebody roll for Gideon because my DC is based on successes, so...
Okay, here's.
I
remember
should know.
D4.
You roll. You got the crit. You got the crit. You roll.
Another crit!
Oh!
Hey!
24, 25, 28.
Oh, shit.
Jeez Louise.
Gideon rolls really good.
Wow. So that's... Okay. Okay, so... Based on what you guys were planning, your... you did almost all of the success in this combat, so you guys are all... Your guys that are working for you are all attacking.
Mhm, they all listen to the commander.
They're not doing amazing, but the guys that were working for the commander found the mithril that wasn't cinching any of their own allies down and continued to wrap it around this thing's legs. And it does damage. You guys succeed enough to do damage and also hinder the movement of this thing in the following round. Because that was the main focus that you were working on, right? And you don't, in the process of doing that, hurt anyone else. You're able to grab, your guys are able to grab the lines that make the most sense and cinch down, spin around,
connected to the spears.
AT this.
Verizon that.
Brought to you by AT&T. Fresh off 2 crits, it's Lennox's turn.
One more time.
Do it again.
Yeah.
I am going to...
You see bleed wounds coming across these straps of mithril because they're such fine strands that as it's coming around, it's also damaging the legs of this thing.
I am going to tell Gideon to attack again
Bring on!
with advantage
And you should roll
and
for
a
him.
D4.
Yeah, you should do the rolling.
No, you're rolling for Gideon.
Yeah. If Gideon does, it's on your rolls.
Actually, you've been rolling pretty good for Gideon.
Have I?
Yeah, it's just the Respin. You're just like so defeated on Respin.
Alright, here we go.
Remember, a D4.
17.
Oh,
Hey, there you go.
Oh, is he blessed?
+4, plus bonus.
Oh,
Plus 4.
4 or 21.
21.
Plus 4 is 25.
Plus
That's a
another
heavy.
4, 25.
Heavy, heavy.
Okay.
Way to go,
It's like you're-
Gideon.
Gideon's just
It's like
awesome.
you're rubbing it into your own character's mouth.
So, and when he does heavy with that hammer, he does an extra point of damage. So that's
Impact.
Yep.
2 plus 1 true damage, mystically plus 2 more. So that's 5 points of damage.
Plus the 1 impact.
That's including though.
That's counted in.
That's pretty good. This thing is looking very hurt. Like you're seeing this thing really start to stumble.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it kind of knows where it is as much anymore. It's
And
not
then
looking good.
Gideon didn't dodge this time, so I'm going to
Yeah, I did.
Commander's call. You did?
Yeah, you did.
Then I will dodge.
Yes.
That's all your AP?
That's my AP.
Perfect.
Lennox, this might be a time to make reparations with a Fey creature for what happened over the past.
Everyone's
Is
looking
it
at
that
you.
close? Is it within 1 hit point? Should I hit him with my hammer instead?
It's not within 1 hit point.
I am.
It definitely has more than 8 points.
That is 2.
When it gets down to 1 hit point, then you can cast your net over it and then collect it as a pet.
That's my life goal. What are you talking about? It's gonna try and pull off the magic spell that it's been trying to cast this whole time.
Oh!
2 spell points.
You don't have any spell points left, do you?
No, I have 2 left.
Oh my god.
My last 2.
Okay. Is Carl Dean getting in on this?
Yeah, I'll spend 2
Oh,
as
I
well.
want to cast a spell.
She's done shit all.
No spell for you.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Okay. 16 plus 4, so it's a dirty 20.
18.
Oh, 22.
beat by 1. 23.
Are you blessed?
Should have used more
Carl Dean?
MP. Did I?
No, that's
I didn't have any
that's
more.
all I got.
So you guys are blasting spells at this thing, and it's raging, nearly in death throes.
I try to cast a life bolt again, but he puckers.
I wish it would have
It
been a
bats
wild
your
magic.
bullshit death bolt away, and he emits this feral energy. I need everyone except for Respin to roll a physical save.
Me too.
Everyone within 12 squares, including you. It emanates out in all directions from this thing.
So physical save?
You see this green energy pulse out.
Oh, this is gonna be awful.
Physical save?
And
It's
he
physical
growls,
save.
"You cannot heal."
Fuck!
Bye, bye.
Does a 15 make it?
15 succeeds.
How about an
Okay.
8?
8 does not succeed.
17.
17 succeeds.
How about a 1?
1
Oh.
fails.
I have to roll for Gideon?
Yeah, you can roll for Gideon.
Okay. Here's Gideon's
Roll
roll.
for you and Gideon and just take the better one.
Oh, no!
Is that a natty one?
That's a natty 1!
Yep.
Wow, natty one's everywhere!
Good, 2 of us.
Okay. And what did Respin do? Oh, Respin doesn't have to roll. Never mind.
You guys
Okay.
suck up most of
Respin's
the
a mile
damage from the
away.
rest of us.
Okay, so everyone, no matter whether you succeed or fail, takes 2 points of damage.
I'm down.
Force damage.
I'm down.
And everyone who's failed suffers 2 points of pushback. 3 squares of pushback.
Oh, so
Um,
is this mystical damage? Or
Force damage.
It's on the ground though, right? I don't follow.
So
it.
is force.
So it's
You go-
magic damage or
Straight
physical
up.
damage?
Force in D&D is like
it is
usually
physical.
Physical.
Okay.
I don't know. It says physical.
So then
my
you can
damage
use your
reduction still
PDR.
Yeah, because it was a physical save.
Oh, and I was in turtle stance. So I get 1
Yes,
off.
two. I'd have to look that up there. I'm not sure. Let's say you take the damage because you
Okay.
haven't even get hit yet.
Okay.
Just to make
No,
you
I
feel
have
like
gotten hit. I just haven't taken damage.
so you feel like you're part of the team or something.
Yeah, no,
Unlike Respin.
I'm definitely in this battle.
I need a scar.
I'm just like, my
So it's-
armor's getting dirty.
It's 2 damage, but he can reduce it by 1, so it's only 1 damage.
But he can also use a grip.
No, we're saying it's not reducible.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Not by if you have magical damage reduction, it's reduced.
So it's a magical damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say because it's a spell.
Yeah.
It's a casting of a spell. It's a spell dual thing.
And then
Well, then it's 1 less damage.
So if you have magical damage reduction, you reduce this.
I do.
or you can use a grip point.
You could, yeah.
Okay.
You could.
Gideon's going to use a grip point.
One is enough to keep you up.
No, but I'm going to use a grip point anyways to feel like I did something.
So that reduces
So
it
that
by
will
1?
take you down to 0, which
Yeah.
means that you can still do
stuff.
Drink a
one
healing
action
point.
point on
Yeah.
your turn, and you
Does-
have
Is that 2 points or 1 point it reduces a grip point?
If
One-
for every one grip
damage.
point, but you can only use one grip point at a time.
I think that's correct. I believe that's the case. That was his first action point.
Does it take his true damage and bleed at the start
It
of
did
his
not.
turn?
It should do that. But
Does it die to bleed?
it
Does it
does-
die to wound?
No, it
It
certainly
takes
does neither.
burning damage.
Yeah.
It certainly does neither of those things.
But the spell check will probably have disadvantage since it took damage, right?
No,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
not.
it
What
doesn't
spell
have-
check? Doesn't make a spell check.
The dual spell check.
No. Not how that works. So everyone got pushed back, and the dragon
Where am I?
move.
Yeah, where does he get pushed to?
On top
You
of me.
just open it? Back down again.
Land back on it?
And
Give
then
me an acrobatics check to see if you can stay on the dragon after you've been launched 15 feet.
15 feet, so then fall damage?
Yeah. of
No,
course.
not.
Did you say
Yeah,
that
not
everyone
from a
gets
monk.
pushed back, or just the people that fail?
If you succeed on the check, you take the damage, but don't suffer the pushback.
Okay.
So you're
You're
good.
staying where you are.
That's an agility. Acrobatics, you said?
Acrobat, yeah.
That's a 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're hanging on. That's kind of borderline.
What?
I
Borderline is meter beat. What's the number?
What do you guys think the number should be? Jason, why don't you set
13.
a number for
That
me?
should be 13.
It's 13 for everybody
So I
but
meter
the
beat
rogue.
it.
Yeah,
Awesome,
it's 13
thanks,
for
buddy.
everybody but the rogue.
I
It's
appreciate
14 for
that.
the rogue.
Jason made the call.
In this world, it's not me to beat, though. It's
Well,
like
this
attacker
singular world?
succeeds. No, that's how the game. You wrote the rules.
I did.
You know how this works.
That's right.
You're still there, but you've been knocked prone and you're not very stable.
Because you're holding on to the hook that has.
You're now.
There's no hook anymore. It's right through.
Yeah, the hook has gone right through.
He
like-
still has the chain.
Well, it still has the chain.
That's true. I got the chain.
Yep. You would have fallen,
I grabbed the chain.
but you just barely grabbed the chain at the last second. You look around because, like, fucking cool what you did, but nobody's seen it because you didn't roll good enough.
I'll tell him about it.
And we'll believe you.
And then
Say that.
he's going to swing a tail swipe at you, and you're prone, so it'll be with advantage.
I will impose disadvantage.
What? You're tail swiping the guy on his
You
back?
can't see him, probably, right? It probably needs to be seen, right?
Probably a line of sight.
Yeah, it's probably line of sight, right?
As long as they can see or hear me. I can be
Oh,
like, the
that is
tail's
sweet
coming!
melodic voice.
Dodge it!
It's really furry though, and
Thanks,
because
Lennox.
he's prone, his face is kind of like.
No, you're calm.
And he's kind of.
It's the air canceling feather phones.
Is the
You're
wing
recording
joint
this
folded
video,
over his
right?
head a little bit?
Yeah.
No, not the wing joint.
He comes a little. Okay, he gets straight roll because it's advantage, disadvantage. That's a 12. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Then he's gonna do the claw and the bite against you because you deserve it.
But you're
fair.
dodging right now.
Nope.
No, nobody's dodging.
Oh.
I did not dodge myself.
I thought you
Actually-
couldn't dodge me, so you're dodging
I
yourself.
don't remember what I did, but I didn't say that I
He
was
just
dodging.
erased his
Oh,
health
you
point
did.
for
Yeah,
the
you
first
were
time.
going to dodge him.
Yeah.
But he was already dodging.
So you
dodged
said you
yourself.
dodged yourself.
Did I?
Yes, you
All
did
right.
say this.
So he's going to do a claw attack, and he's going to add some AP to this. So it'll be a straight
I
roll.
really want to say it.
And that's a 14 each.
That is my physical defense.
Okay. And you take 2 points of nothing. Carl Dean, it's your turn.
Carl Dean?
It
Carl
just
Dean.
itches your shoulder.
Carl Dean?
Fuck you, Lennox.
Carl Dean. with 2 AP left, I will cast Firebolt.
Okay.
Bolstered.
22 to hit.
Bolstered.
D8.
A D8, 22 plus 5, 27.
Nice.
Perfect. That's
2 points of damage plus brutal or heavy.
yep, that's brutal.
And then I will cast Guidance with my last one on Eddie up top.
Nice. D4?
And that's
Guidance
everything
is
for
D8.
me.
Oh, D8.
It's D8 unless
D8?
you cast it multiple times. Alright, Eddie, your turn.
Well, I'm hanging onto the rope
Mm-hmm.
or the chain, and I'll just slide off.
Okay, you're gonna drop down to the ground?
No.
What?
It's kind of like the way you say it.
No, that's fine.
No. I'll stand up.
Okay. So half your movement to stand up kind of thing, so you could move around if
So
you
that's
want.
1 AP.
Yeah, 1 AP. You're
And
back
then-
in that.
I'm just going to whack him with my staff now. I'm going to switch to staff
Okay.
since I don't see a rod anymore.
So you're letting go of the rope.
Yeah, he lets go of the rope.
You,
I kind of wrap my foot around it a little
Oh,
bit.
really?
Wait, I know what can really like help you stay in place.
With the
Wrap your
other
neck
half of
around
your
it.
movement, you stick your foot in it and
Yeah,
wind
yeah,
it around
yeah,
once or
spin.
twice.
I was thinking about putting it around my neck, but
So I didn't spin.
I don't hang on to the rope at all.
Oh, really?
No, not at all. So it's just with a D8. Okay, that's a 14.
And a D4 for being blessed.
Oh yeah, good. How long does that bless last?
A minute?
The entire combat.
Yeah.
Well, have you been making constitution checks?
22.
Man, don't you miss con saves?
20,
The thing that makes casters fucking useless in D&D.
24 to hit.
Concepts?
24
Not a thing.
And that's an impact.
They don't have enough spells
20
for you to have a concentration spell.
Yeah, 24 is a heavy hit. So you do 2 from the staff, 2 from the heavy. The staff is 2 damage.
No, it's just +2 to hit. There's no +2
staff
damage.
is 1
It's
damage
just-
base.
It's 1 damage plus
Okay.
the impact.
So that's 3
Plus the heavy.
damage.
And then I've got 2 left, and I will, at normal roll, just swing them again.
I'll bolster it.
Nice. And I'm still blessed. Okay. 13, 15, 19, 21, 25. Because the staff is +2.
Okay, that's
Same thing again.
also heavy, so that's another 3 points of damage. This thing is...
And then
You
our,
shouldn't be using a D8 on that second attack. Guidance would only be on the first one.
I bolstered him.
yeah, Spencer bolster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm, ooh. No, that's it. Still in turtle stance.
Perfect. Jareth, you barely know where you are right now.
I'm gonna chug that potion like I've never chugged anything in my life.
That's saying something.
That's not
Yeah.
true. You've chugged lots of things.
I'm saying as if. As if.
Okay.
How many health?
You get 2 hit points.
2 hit points?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that finishes your turn, but you regain all your action points now. You're fully conscious and aware of what's going on again. Gideon! Gideon
All right.
thinks if he does a signature blow on this thing,
But he's got pushed back, so now he's got to run
he
forward.
does want to run forward, yeah. He only got pushed back 3 squares.
Right, but he wasn't right up next
Spend
to
an
you.
action point, though.
No.
Yeah.
So
But he
you
will
spend
have
an
to
action
spend
point to
one.
run forward.
Yep.
And if he runs forward, he gets 6 squares? 5 squares.
5 squares,
5.
but he only needs to be
He'll get
he'll get
1
a
square
healing.
away. Yeah. He has the range from there. The reach from there.
But if he was closer,
Nothing would happen.
It would allow flanking bonuses for other guys, but he never gets that close. He always stays 10 feet away. He's not like a team player. He just does 70% of your total party damage.
I'm
Right.
right there. I'm flanking.
I think he's your
You're
leader.
flanking.
I would say our commander does 70% of our damage, actually.
you're the one giving Respin flanking.
No. Because there's only one guy. You need 2 guys within 5 feet.
I'm within 5 feet.
So if he went one more square.
You're
Yeah.
You're down
stand in
right
the
now.
back there.
Yeah.
You got knocked back.
Yeah, you're
3
not
squares.
No, I didn't get knocked back because I saved.
But you're not a threat.
So
You don't get to save because you took the damage, and then the save happens.
So
You
you're
didn't
knocked
say
out.
that beforehand.
Yeah, well, I do.
so
that.
so if Gideon runs forward one more
could.
square,
It would
which he
be-
does have at this moment,
Yeah, it would be good teamwork.
it would be. And since I'm the one pushing the mini forward,
Captain teamwork over there on the feet away.
is helping my flank shot.
Yep,
So you get a +2.
that's fair.
Okay.
That's what he gets for being in Germany.
Yeah. He's got to be a team player now,
Are
whether
you
he likes it or not.
Are you talking about Vestin or not Vestin?
We're talking about Gideon.
Gideon.
Okay.
Vestin's a very different character.
You gave him the Mein Kampf.
What? Oh my! What?
Okay.
Perilous Pursuits does not endorse guard.
Specifically. We endorse everyone else, just not
Yeah.
Gord.
Everyone else is fine. So far tonight.
MP and an MP.
Well,
So
actually-
he's got to do a
Yeah,
guide.
okay.
But we
He's got to
think
do
about it.
the.
Yeah, none of us is fine, but at this moment,
He's got to do the guiding bolt
Give it 5
because
minutes.
he needs to spend his last mana point so he can get his stamina point back.
if he does the guiding bolt, he needs
So-
to back up. Then.
So he casts his guiding bolt and then runs forward.
Okay.
So it's 2 AP and 1 MP, and then it's only 1. No, I can add to that to give him the advantage for the roll.
Yeah, you could do that.
So 2 AP to do the guiding bolt, and then 2 more to do the. Is the guiding bolt an attack, or you have to add 2 AP to the attack?
It's a spell.
Okay.
Guiding bolt is a spell, so it's 2 AP to cast the spell and 1 more to get advantage. And
Okay.
you'd still save the 1. You'd still have the 1 to move
The
up
1
after.
for movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll have advantage on
Okay,
this.
so advantage, and he has bless.
And bolster.
And I thought that was coming.
And a bolster. Everyone
Here.
looks over.
And that was my last action point. So
What do I see there? A 1 or a 3 or something?
There's 11
Oh, that's good enough.
+2.
plus 2 plus 2.
16. 50.
Well, this is 15 plus 4. 19.
19
And
hits.
you got the flanking in there?
There's no flanking.
This is a spell attack. This is when he's here, he's shooting the guiding bolt,
Oh, I see.
and then my last AP is to run forward to give the next guy flanking.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Guiding
So
bolt does 3 base damage.
Yep.
it does 3 radiant. Yep.
Okay. 3 points of radiant. The thing is sparkling
And that gives
and
me
barely standing.
my stamina point back for spending the mana.
It's biting at all these red shirts around it.
Jareth, now's the time to enter the dragon!
Respin.
I did take a potion.
Okay, Respin isn't going to roll those dice because
What?
it's not
That would
good.
have been your best roll of the night
What are you talking about?
of the campaign.
Okay, Respin is going to shoot his bow and do the exposed for the apex action,
All right.
right? So I can still do that, right? Yes, stamina point. I still have it.
2 on the flank.
So I'm from hidden.
No, you're not hidden.
I'm not hidden anymore.
No, because you attacked, so you're not hidden
Okay, what if I spend 1 to hide
right now.
right now?
But you could just spend 1 to get advantage, anyways.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, but
Sure.
what about the wolves?
Okay, I like
Well,
it. I like it because if you do the hide, you have to succeed on the check instead of.
Okay,
just
no.
getting the advantage. So let's do the
I
What,
don't
what
hide.
like
happens
that.
if he nat ones too? Do the wolves get him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear some growling.
The dragon's gaze just immediately goes over.
Yeah, its breath attack isn't anything special.
Okay.
Just
It
wolves.
parries the arrow right back at you.
My
It
exposed
just
costs
breathes
1
wolves
AP.
at him.
Wolf's breath.
Okay, so exposed costs 1 AP, so I
That'd be
can
a
only
pretty
spend
well
these 3. And I can make it a debilitating strike. Why
Not
not?
exposed? You don't want to do the exposed one?
I'm doing the exposed.
Oh, okay.
That cost me 1 AP, but debilitating strike cost me SP.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, you're probably going to save from it, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, so if I spend 1 for exposed, then that's a save.
Okay.
Whereas the debilitating strike is a physical save.
Same.
They're both the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, first save is the important one. Exposed.
So I'm going to roll 3 dice and use the debilitating strike for exposed.
2 2s?
2 2s and a 16.
Oh, well, there you go.
I needed 3 dice just to get a 16. Okay,
Well,
plus
maybe
4.
you only need 1.
No.
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
I don't
why
believe
did you
it.
just not
Wasting AP here.
You should have just rolled the one white
You
dice.
should
Why
roll them
did you
one at
waste
a
all your
time
AP
just to
on
see
the
how
other
bad
dice?
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so flanked gives me plus 2 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's 22 to hit.
Yeah, so you did hit him.
22 hits, it's not heavy,
It's not heavy.
but you do 1 for the
But
bow and
isn't-
1 for the cunning, right?
Isn't that mithril tipped or something? Adamantine tipped?
They're mithril tip. That's why I can even make shots.
Oh, I see.
That's why arrows
without
are
it
just
being-
bouncing
Yeah,
off.
okay.
So yeah, 2 damage.
Okay.
And what is your roll for exposed?
He got a 13,
My save is a 14.
so he is exposed.
So for the apex
The
round,
apex action.
This is going to maybe do him.
You guys are going to get advantage again.
So advantage
One
on
more
a
time.
D4.
Dang.
We're still blessed.
So are we instructing them all to like step on the chains and like grab the spears and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
This thing
intact.
looks like one good go. You'd probably have it. You think this is the time. It looks
we
exposed.
say everybody take out their alchemist fire and throw it at him at the same time.
Belly's revealed.
Well,
They're all like, we don't have our 5.5 AP HP. We don't know what that does. Okay, everyone, give me an apex roll.
Does it have to be on the
This isn't
table?
2024.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Good.
What did you roll?
17 plus 4. I want to see it on the table.
I see a 1
That was a 7.
and a 4.
Oh my god.
So
I got a 14.
11
Plus, no.
3 7
Wow.
14 plus.
18.
Oh, I don't add my plus 4, do I?
Yeah, you had prime,
Plus
and then
1.
you had an additional 1 because you have
The attacks.
the Hyperion Fist here.
Oh, yeah. So 15.
15, Spencer?
Lennox got 22 and Gideon got 25.
22, 15, 22, 25. Okay.
Me and you on these
Raspin got 18.
group actions.
I got 18.
Suck.
Well, that's good. That is a pass for
Yeah.
one.
I
There
got
we go.
11. I think the spears just slipped out because they were all greased up. Yeah.
Because you're all greased up.
We can't
Dean?
hold anything.
They can't hold it.
23.
23.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a heavy too.
You guys are all yelling, do it now, get them now. The red shirts, there's half left. There's only about 20 of these guys still alive. They spin around. They all look over at Lennox and go, nod their head. And stab all at once. And this dragon slumps down. And
Which way does it slump?
Yeah, Ray,
on
we're here.
Gideon. It falls on Gideon.
And he goes-
selflessly
He goes
slips
right up
within 5
and
feet.
he's inside the anus now?
Yeah, Gideon gets the anus. Not you, though.
Like, come on! I might as well go down the other end, walk over to the mouth.
As this creature slumps over, it starts to glow a little bit from the same kind of green and red aurora borealis sort of coloring that you've seen, and you see a giant explosion of energy comes out of it.
Oh, and Gideon's
Casts
inside.
out. Gideon's inside. This
None of this.
this energy
It's because Gideon went inside that's casting out such rapid pace.
It's feral, it's
Yeah.
Fey energy, it's transmutation energy, raw arcane magic, cascades out 120 feet away from this creature in all directions, encompassing every one of you.
Except
Except for...
Except
No, and Gideon.
He's inside.
Also Gideon.
And you know a fun fact, when you die, you get rid of your bowels, you know, so...
Does Spencer's character have a smile on his face?
No, absolutely not. This is
Okay,
very
just check it.
heartbreaking.
I'm just checking.
You think that
it's a shitty situation.
it seems like it was some kind of a planar type creature where there's a potential that it may have been cast back to its original plane, potentially. Maybe it didn't die. You're not really sure. And
So-
you've never seen this broadcast of energy ever happen before.
So it leveled up, and now we're going to go into round 2.
There's a chance that it might come back for you guys.
Okay, I'm going to
but
pick up my javelin and I'm going to start stabbing it then.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's vaporized. It's
Or-
evaporated away.
Oh.
Except for the goo on
So
Gideon.
Gideon falls to the ground outside of its bowels.
Yes. But
Except
there's
for the
nothing,
goo on Gideon.
every aspect of this creature is not here anymore.
There's a little bit of a taste in Gideon's mouth, though. An aftertaste.
Only if you put it there.
That should be the name of this episode, Aftertaste.
Aftertaste?
Aftertaste.
Everyone
Exit the
erupts in
dragon.
celebration. All the rest of your allies are woo, cheering and mooting. You've succeeded. The greatest battle that's happened in the world for 100 years. No one's fought anything like this. There's been peace in Mithranor for the length of time that this Zephyr's existed.
We leveled up.
You guys are max
level?
So that's really cool for you.
Max level for 0.8.
Yeah. Some of you should be losing abilities because of the new rules that are coming out.
New rules? We don't go by those new rules.
Didn't you say I lose my class entirely?
Yeah, your class disappears with the new. No, just the help action goes away.
Oh.
So I don't know
It's
what
your
your class
entire,
is gonna look
your
like.
entire class.
Oh, no.
So you can do all those other things, whatever they are.
That he hasn't done.
Yeah.
Get stamina point back by help action.
Yeah. So you get whatever stamina you start your class with, and
That's
then
all-
never again.
That's all you get.
Did Gideon grab anything when he was in there, like a gemstone or anything?
The gemstone drops to the ground, right at Gideon's feet. The same amber shard that you guys have seen before.
Wait, if it was right at his feet, did it mean he had it up his ass?
It's possible.
I could have gotten it!
It's a suppository. If you would have pulled it out, the combat would have been over.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't let you. I wrote it up like months ago. They're like, if they reach into his ass by some random chance and pull the amber
I
shard
couldn't
out.
believe you came up with that idea.
Yeah, I was pissed about that.
That's written in the rules that he wrote, right?
Yeah, he wrote the rules.
Yeah,
It's part of the
it's right here. Core
Scenario.
Three ways this combat ends.
There's only one way amber shards are
No one's
developed.
ever pulled the ass stunt before, but
One does not simply reach up there.
At the black gate.
I think we can take 5
I
now.
believe it's the brown gate.
The proud
If
day.
it's black, you have some, like, bowel problems.
One does not simply walk up to the brown gate.
So we'll take a 5-minute break, and
It's not Mordor, it's the rear door.
you guys will head back victorious to Mithranor in a few minutes.
This Perilous Pursuit commercial is brought to you by Mike, flying back home from Germany. Have a safe trip, bud.
Excuse me, sir. There's been a little problem in the cockpit.
The cockpit? What is it?
It's the little room in the front of the plane where the pilots sit. That's not important right now.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Jim never vomits at home.
What was it we had for dinner tonight?
Well, we had a choice, steak, fish.
Yes, I remember. I had lasagna. You'd better tell the captain. We've got to land as soon as we can. This woman has to be gotten to a hospital.
A hospital? What is it?
It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now. Captain, how soon can you land?
I can't tell.
You can tell me. I'm a doctor.
flew single-engine fighters in the Air Force, but this plane has 4 engines. It's an entirely different kind of flying, altogether.
It's an entirely different kind of flying.
So now we have to...
And we're going.
Alright.
So, Gideon disappeared with the dragon.
Yeah. When he's in it, he's part of it.
That's one way that we don't have to play his character any
Yeah,
longer.
that was a real shame.
He's one with the dragon.
The dragon's one with me.
Number 1. He went number 1.
Number 1 in the number 2 business.
Hey, that's a good motto.
Yeah. He's not listening.
Aren't you?
He froze.
A broken man.
He's scratching his eye.
Don't do that. You get pink eye from touching the brown gate.
That's the brown gate. That's a pretty good episode name too.
Into the brown
Gideon, the brown gate.
Gideon in the brown gate.
Giddy in the brown gate.
Does not simply Gideon the brown gate.
That's it. One does not simply Giddy in the brown gate. Is there another beer in there?
You need one after that, eh?
Yeah.
There's some neighborhood peach. I think I brought that one. I want that. So there's big celebration success was had, but there's also sadness because
What's going on there, Art?
Sorry. Carly was calling now.
there's also a lot of sadness though because the allies that you guys have fought with
Yeah,
for,
you said half of them.
decades, 15, 17 guys have died in the process of succeeding in this battle.
How many of those did I owe money to?
None of them. None of the ones you owed money to died.
Yeah, you gotta pay up now.
All 6 of the oiled ones though are dead though.
Did you say it was supposed out beforehand?
No, that was like earlier.
So is there like 20 guys like just chasing them down for money? Right now?
6 guys. Or 7 guys?
It was just the ones from my troop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we told
like
our
5
guys
or 6.
Yeah, all
that this is you're paying everyone.
I think
Yeah,
you
we did.
said all the money in my pockets was available at one point. So the guys are coming over like
Hanging you upside down.
yeah, sticking you up. They're all looking for you, but you got that high check there where you rolled the 2 or whatever.
You have a 300-foot lead on them.
What happened to all the mithril and everything? Did it go with it, or?
Well, Eugene's not a great soldier. He's more of a commander. And once the combat's over, he fought with you guys. He grabs people and starts gathering bodies, and they gather up the mithril grades. They're important to the group. Amongst the dead is the Hyperion Fist.
What?
He got strangled by one of the chains.
Oh man!
We should lay him to rest.
All the bad rolls I did on the group chat.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see his funeral. We're gonna be out in like a field. We're gonna be like lowering him down into the coffin with the oven. We'd be stuck in it.
I don't tell you the date.
I'm happy to pay out of my funds. I can give 10 gold to 5 guys, and then the 6th guy can be like, "What? I never said that."
So you're giving 10 to each of 5 guys?
Yeah, I can give 10 gold to 5 guys.
So 50 total gold.
Yeah, I got 50 gold.
So they
all see you handing out money.
Well, you had 7 guys, so you could just...
7? I thought I only had 6.
No, you had 7.
Okay.
So you could divide the 50 between them if you want.
Okay, you don't have 50
if you
gold.
want to. If you want to give your money.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want to borrow 20 gold?
Yeah,
No,
there's
no.
just a loan of
You
50
didn't
gold
offer
on
a
it.
specific dollar to anybody.
I didn't
So,
exactly. I didn't say an amount.
so you give it 7 or 8 gold to each of them.
And they look
And-
really disappointed.
What was there? 7 guys? Was there
Sure.
7 guys or 8 guys?
7 guys.
Okay.
There were 7. You can give me a roll. Roll that D7 that you have.
No, I have a D24. Let's see
No,
how.
roll the D7.
Where is my D7?
We
Well,
can see how many of
'cause
your
I
guys
thought-
survived.
Yeah, I thought that my group was only made up of like 20 guys total.
No, 7.
What? The North? The North was only 7 guys?
Well, each of you was roughly in charge of 7 guys.
Okay.
So the guys that you spoke to before you left were 7. So give me a D20, depending on how well you roll.
They die.
I got a 14.
So
Divided by
2 guys die. So there's 5 guys left that you offered money to.
Okay, so then I pay
10 each.
10 each.
Sure.
There you
Perfect.
go. Hey, that worked out.
They're very happy with you. They're gathering up the other 2 guys. Everyone's both happy and sad because of all the death, but also great victory and honor and the greatest battle that'll be talked about for many, many years to come.
Are you now the new Hyperion Fist?
I believe I am.
You're the new Hyper Fister.
What happened to the Hyperion Fist?
I'm the French fist.
He got decapitated on the.
Yeah, I was pulling on a chain and it was actually choking him out.
You punched the spike through.
He was on the other side.
He was on the other side fighting, and you're just stabbing it
Coming out this chest.
No, his head!
He's gurgling. Stop! And you just keep punching and punching.
The barb is holding him in there now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So you dislodge the
I am the French fist now. I'll take on the mantle.
French fisting.
French fist here.
Does the mithril ropes and all of our gear disappear with the dragon, or does it fall to the ground?
No, the dragon had nothing, no items on him. Everything that was connected to him just drops to the ground.
Probably a lot of bones and everything from whoever lived here before.
Yeah, previous people that he had recently eaten.
Can we loot the bodies?
The digested
of all the
bodies.
digested.
Sure, they're villagers that you know, so
They have like a cup of
So,
coffee.
yeah, maybe-
yeah,
maybe
this
there's
is
like
like
a-
Tim's fever. Like, yeah, that's
I always like that pocket knife at Tim.
I remember when he broke his leg like that.
Well,
I meant like
it's got to be near the femur somewhere.
maybe like an ancestral sword or a crest or a ring or something. You know, like
Still wedding rings.
yeah,
Well, this is a
that we could return to their loved ones. You guys think that I'm just trying to cash in here? I'm just trying to return these belongings to those people who it would mean something to.
Yeah, you'll not be hanging on to these items, Arvestin. I'm sorry.
Eugene's sort of taken control of the scene at this point.
He's taped it off.
You guys, he kind of
This is not your jurisdiction.
generally pushes you back. He gathers everyone up, the soldiers around you, and you guys can help as well. Bring the dead back to Mithranor, and you guys come back to town. Bringing the belongings that you can back with you as well. The belongings that you find that were in the dragon were from this little town, but everyone in this town has been killed, so whatever ancestors or family members they have would only exist in Mithranor. So they bring everything back. You guys come back to cheers. People are celebrating the victory that you guys have accomplished.
You know, to where everyone knows our name.
Yep. Norm! Eugene says you guys can come back to the guild hall and celebrate with us if you want, or if you guys want some time away. The threat of this seems to pass now. Like having control of these 3 shards is going to prevent any further incursions from these Fey.
I think I need a little bit of a vacation. I'm gonna see you guys later. I'm gonna go to Timora, for a little R&R.
Oh, nobody can leave though because of the mists.
Well, he could.
You're gonna be here till you're 90.
I'm gonna go to the bulletin board to the side, and I'm gonna write up something.
Sure.
Free for one night.
Oh god.
Free night at the Blushing Barmaid.
It's just got a
your
discount
name on it, or
I put the manager's name on it.
okay.
You've discounted.
You're discounting yourself?
Or something? Or...
Yeah, there's pull tabs.
Okay.
It's Jareth Prime Day. The best deals of the year.
Black Friday.
People are going to be pulling me apart.
BOGO. Elminster meets you guys as you come in and thanks everyone for all the work they've done. He takes the Amber Shard, the third one, the one he needed to finish the scrying spells and divinations he needs to
finish the Triforce.
Yeah, to figure out how this Triforce goes together.
I'm going to pull off a tab and hand it to
That might be a
Elminster.
good name for a group. Triforce. Huh?
Triforce Heroes.
Aurora?
He says he'll share his echoes of wisdom when he figures out what he can. It'll be a couple of days before the divinations are complete to figure out what can be determined from these crystals. So relax for a few days. The dangers have passed. There won't be any other quests for you guys in any immediate future.
How much money do we make from that?
He will. Things are in great disarray right now, but we will make sure you guys everyone that went on this journey will be taken care of, for sure. Just give me a few days to figure out what needs to be figured out here, and then I'll get you guys in. You guys will.
Colonel Dean will pipe up and say, "My portion, give to the families of the lost heroes.
That is.
They will need it more than I will."
That is great of you.
I think we should all do that. That sounds good.
Actually, I think I'm a little low right now.
Probably.
Actually, I think I contributed quite a bit of my own personal funds just to.
But didn't you stay back at the castle during the fight? We
No,
didn't see you.
no, actually, I was Overwatch, But you see those arrows that were coming in at just the right time
I didn't see anything
to expose the dragon during the apex round.
The dragon was already exposed. It wasn't wearing any pants.
I contributed quite a bit of my personal funds, to encourage the troops to do their best.
You see 5 guys behind you are in a whorehouse.
We can see them in the whorehouse?
Yeah, they're standing in the whorehouse, high-fiving each other.
Elminster has a window straight in there.
They're staring at
It's
him.
really weird.
They're looking at the poster board and then run to the Blushing Barmaid.
Well, you can just put it on credit with the mist. What's the mist hall?
Well,
Yeah.
Raspin, it's something to do personal, go to effect to get people, to motivate. But these men lost their lives. Their families need this money.
Now, what would you use the money
Well,
for?
the Red Letter Guild needs the money too.
What does
and the Red Letter Guild, it does amazing things. It has like charitable contributions.
Well, here's the perfect place to do it.
Yeah.
But it already has committed its funds to charitable contributions outside of this.
What charity?
They have to be registered charities, right? Not just
exactly. No, I understand. Yes.
Is it the paperwork behind the dartboard?
Oh, what's this? Elminster says, "What's this of a dartboard?" And
he keeps all his personal, like the charitable. We should go see the charitable thing behind the dartboard right now.
What's this red letter guild? I don't know what this is. Is it?
It's a new charity that's just
Okay,
started up
charity.
to help the
Supplies daggers to children.
to help the widows and
daggers to children.
Okay.
For children lacking in daggers.
Okay, Elminster leaves you guys. You're free to celebrate for several days if you want to do anything particular. But the city is...
What am I going to do with all that oil now?
The city was on edge for these last few days. They've never experienced something like this, and there's great relief. Everyone's buying you all beers. Any bar you go to, any pub.
Well, I'll go to Jareth and say, we're gonna it's Friday. We're gonna bury the golden fist. Did you want to say any words?
Bury?
No, not in that way. Not in that way. We're gonna put him to rest in the ground.
I think I have one back in the back.
So you go to Jareth and you say, on Friday we're gonna bury the golden fist.
Is that on Prime Day?
One last oven ride
to attention.
What is he going to do with all this oil?
Jareth Prime Day?
I think that's the new
It's Friday. Jareth Prime Day.
The new episode title is
What
Bury
are
the
you going to do with
Golden
all that
Fist.
oil, Jareth? It's Jareth Prime Day. You'll use all that oil.
Fuck!
You don't add to cart, you add to oven.
I can't breathe.
So anyway, Jeff, once you get up, we're gonna bury him in the ground this Friday, and if you want to put some words together, and I'd like you to say some words, that'd be very helpful. If are you okay to do that?
Yeah.
And I leave, and we bury him the day before.
He has no family.
Because I don't want him
there. He has no family other than
the whole dojo goes
in the
out
dojo and you do a ceremony.
And Leon is actually his brother.
Leon's probably there.
Yeah, but I tell him don't tell Jared.
Yeah, that's fair. Your wishes are granted.
So we do a pier and we light up the night sky.
Sure. And it's
a vampire
funeral.
Nobody ever fisted like this guy. It's just golden.
Elminster shows up to this funeral and shares some stories.
Everybody in the whole town.
Where are you going, guys?
He shares some stories with you of some of the exploits that they'd gone on together. Because they had adventured together prior to the Zephyr, the two guys. Cool. And
what do you think of the new dojo, the French Fist? Mr. Minster.
Sounds, you might need the Standards Council to approve that name. I'm not sure that sounds appropriate. Yeah. Like the National Film Board Standard Council.
Well, we'll just get the correct rating.
Yeah, it'll be R.
Not
it'll
suitable.
be rated R. Yeah, that's true.
Kind of like our compensation.
And he doesn't stay long, but he shares a moment of how important the fist was to him.
And then
he leaves.
We lower the oven.
We all do our katas as we walk around, kind of do
right
katas around the fire.
Okay.
And then when I see it, I thought I told you Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You borrowed some of his oil though to start the funeral pyre.
Yeah. It's a weird pink flame.
Sun on the horizon.
After a couple of days pass, Elminster summons you guys all to the Arcanum, and he says that all of the divination's been done on what these amber shreds represent, and it was clear that they were using those 3 locations as places of great magic to triangulate around Mithranor and try and get through the Mythals. They know for certain that the magic is coming from the Fey realm, and that without any doubt the magic is emanating out of the Fey Dark, and that it's going to need to be looked into why they're attacking, and we're going to put together a group to head into the Fey Dark and fight against these incursions. But that the decisions on who will join the group could change, but probably each of you will be asked in the future, in the coming weeks, to join in. It will be a long journey. We'd have to travel from here all the way to Anarok, halfway across the world, to get into a portal that would take you into the Fey Dark. And it would be...
Can we do that with the mists? I thought they...
The Mistborn can. There are still many of you left.
So it is a big travel.
It's months of journeying.
Is the Fey Dark like Underdark of the Fey?
It's exactly that.
And
exactly. It's very under evaluated place. There's not a lot of information about what's going on there, but we can triangulate the source of these magics to have been from there. Which is good news, because it means that the Fey realm isn't against us. It's just a nefarious group inside the Fey.
Oh, it's just the places that won't be affected by the mist.
so it's just certain Fey.
So the overall power of the Fey in relation to the world is very similar to the Underdark and the above world. You know, if we were to say that all the Fey were against us versus just the Drow of the Underdark were against us, this is a much smaller enemy. But it's still a vast place, hundreds of miles across, and
we need to suss out just the Fey that are the culprit.
So the Feydark in general is ruled as a kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get more information put together before anyone is sent on a journey, and until you guys agree to be part of this journey, we're not going to share too much about where we're going, because we do know that there were some form of spies in our community. We know there are people in, and you even seen people in our town that seem to be sided with the Feydark, which is mind-blowing.
The woman
to
in
us.
the hood.
Yes, she's one of them.
And
we don't think any of you are likely to be any kind of Fey operative, but
there might be a mole.
But there could be some people that you don't want to share this information with, so we're keeping it really low-key right now.
I think that's a very interesting plan. As long as we can stay in the same rules and stuff, we could go for months and months. And
so we've analyzed some of the other Mistborn that were with us and with you guys in the fight, and we think that this blast of energy that radiated from the dying body of the dragon actually seems to have changed potentially some of the rules
to
of the world. Some of the physics
and how magic works.
Rules. Some guys have abilities they didn't have before.
Some classes are useful.
I want to do 4 things, and now I can only do 1 in a bit.
It's possible. I'm not saying it's guaranteed that you won't be able to do 4 things in a round. But there's
So are you saying that the other rogues can climb up?
Some rogues now are capable of doing damage.
Doing stuff.
Yeah, they're
wow.
They have more talents and
actually useful.
Yeah, but not all of them. So it's fluctuating at this moment. We're not sure whoever gets sent on this journey what they're going to be capable of.
You just gestured to all of me.
Respin will bring continuity to the new rules.
Yeah, everybody else plays different characters with different roles. He's the only one who wants to play the same role.
Maybe you could stay in the same rules and we play in the new rules.
He does offer each of you $200.
What?
200 gold. You guys are heroes to this community.
Does he pay in cash money?
Gold pieces. Each of you gets a small bag of gold pieces.
Wow.
Including Gideon, if you don't mind writing something down on there, 200 gold.
400 for me. No bad.
So
I don't take any gold. I give it back to the Elminster to distribute to the families.
Yeah, he will absolutely do that.
Well, Gideon probably does that too, right?
You guys are all welcome to hand the money back if you want. And that can also be a decision that can be made in the future based on what characters you might play moving forward in future campaigns.
I would say I took 50 off to do the funeral.
Okay, perfect.
I paid for the funeral.
Perfect. And this concludes the first chapter of this DC-20 world that we live in. That may not be DC-20 moving forward. We'll see.
It's like a Matt Mercer thing where they're getting rid of the gods.
We might go to Dragonheart after this. I don't know.
It's called Daggerheart.
Whatever the fuck it is. I've never heard of it. I don't know.
Well,
You told me about it.
He wrote the rules.
If I had my way, I would definitely stick with D&D moving forward, but if we carry on this campaign in the future, I'm more than happy to do whatever we collectively all want to do. If we want to fuck around with something new or stick with this...
This is the fuck around campaign?
Whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, let's just
That's how we find out.
Yeah, let's do next. Let's do Pathfinder.
If we go to Pathfinder, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I would love to play Pathfinder.
Really?
It would be cool to try it.
I've read it. I've played a little bit of it. The original one, not the second edition.
Well, thanks for running a new system. And,
it was a pretty
from
easy,
scratch.
It was a pretty easy system.
Yeah.
And thanks to the dungeon coach, your close friend.
Yeah, your good buddy.
Yeah, my grit buddy. Thanks, Coach.
Sorry, Coach.
Sorry, Coach, for all the inappropriate stuff related to your
Too bad
product.
you can't use any of this content.
It's gonna be like 1 second clips.
That's right. There's 1 second from this podcast you can use.
What I want to do is, if we move forward with this campaign in the future, everyone can continue, if they want to, being the same character, the same person.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to switch their class to something totally different, they're welcome to do that. Like, if you want to go from rogue to fighter in 5e or 5.5 or whatever, I don't care if you want to continue playing that guy. And so we've got a lore reason why people are changing now. You could choose to start something totally different if you want, a totally new character if you want to do that, but you could also be that same guy, but a different class.
Maybe a few months past of training and a new thing.
Yeah, whatever it is. It's going to be... I don't care about continuity as much as I want. If you want to continue with your character, even if you don't like the class.
I think it'd be cool to try the 2024 rules.
Yeah.
That would be my...
But this is distant future. Spencer's got something going before I do something, sweet. I think. We were talking about something. I'm good to go whenever.
The death DM is what I hear.
Yeah, everyone dies all the time.
Oh, so it'll be a really quick campaign.
I like that concept. That's
called a one-shot.
I've never seen anything like what you were talking about, so that would be cool to try.
Sweet.
So thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
I enjoyed it. I didn't think DC-20 was amazing, but I think it was good. And I do think I would probably steal some shit from it.
Yeah.
I really like the group encounters where everyone has to contribute.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of fun.
I love the spell one, especially when you tie.
I think you have to use wild magic every time you do the spell duel thing.
I love wild magic.
I do like the action points, but then you just end up blowing, like, I want double advantage. And so
yeah, you end up really not doing...
You do nothing or you do really good.
I think that it would be different if we were in a campaign setting where we didn't know if we were going to get in another combat. Because it's like, we knew at this point in time, it's like, spend every single MP that you possibly can.
That's true.
But if we take this out and then we get jumped halfway
we'd run
back,
away and do guerrilla tactics. And, that's
like
true.
The resting and being in a dungeon and like having to deal with that and like manage your resources because you don't know what's coming next would be different.
Yeah, but you still would just be blowing all your action points on the one attack, I think.
It's hard to use
Not
an
so
action
much the
point
MP.
for movement if you're like, but I don't need to move, and I could use that action point to give my attack advantage, so I'll just stay where I am. You know,
supernova attack. every
Whereas
turn.
if you have this is your movement point action, so you could move or not move, but it's not going to drain from what you can do. So now moving, you might move, you might not move, but at least it's not something that's going to pull away from what else you could do.
But again, it's entirely different in the situations that we were in. If you were in a dungeon that was flooding and you needed to keep moving, you need to figure out how to balance that mobility with defending or attacking or figuring out the investigation to stop the flooding. This was reasonably straightforward in the fact that we were given that this is what we should do and this is what it is, which is easy enough. And as we learned in classes, I could spend all 4 of my action points not on my turn to buff everybody, to bolster, to dodge,
and have none
then
left
it gets
on
to
your
my
turn.
and my turn's over.
Yeah.
Or I save 1 or 2 to get somebody to attack not on their turn at advantage, which is just free DPS. But your guys' classes, when you're attacking, it's beneficial to do that. But it's beneficial for me to hold on to a couple, but spend some of them. So every class is really different in it.
Yeah, I think your guy was more fluid that way. More not just acting on your round, which was cool. Because that was sort of the promise of this system.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely didn't have to wait around for stuff to happen. You're kind of sprinkled throughout.
Well, yeah, once we hit 2nd level, and it was oh, mine is just a reaction that if somebody's within 60 feet of me, I can just get them to do whatever I want. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, once you have more things you could do, then you could have more variety.
Yeah.
But I really felt this class only had 2 different attacks.
Well, and the rework of it is going to mean you don't get that extra second ability until 4th level or something.
Well, the rework would...
They nerfed it?
It would nerf my evasion, which is technically a 7th level rogue thing.
They don't like the fact that at 1st level you don't have any abilities, and then at 2nd level you get a technique and 2 class abilities. They think it's too much added from one level to the next, so they're trying to spread it out.
Oh, okay.
So
is the rogue better in the next edition?
They haven't.
I think
changed
that
it as far as I know.
rogue should have got the cheap shot from level 1.
Yeah.
Not, okay, you got to wait till level 2 before you get your sneak attack.
Yeah.
But the fact that I got sneak attack and evasion at level 2, when evasion's more like a level 7 thing.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's great for me, but I really, spread it out. Put some of this into level 1 and put some of this into level 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all of it can change. I know they redesigned the fighter completely, but none of us played it, so I don't know if it was even too good or
and
too
the
bad.
cleric, I think they did a little bit change.
Yeah.
Did they change the warlock much?
It really felt like...
I think it was the cleric and the fighter, they got big changes, and then everything else was tweaks.
Yeah. That Spellblade is definitely the way to go, because they've balanced it so well that you can kind of dip your toe into both.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be the best at either, but you have variety.
Yeah.
When it makes sense to cast a spell, I'll cast a spell. And I don't have all my eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
You just felt restricted.
Oh, yeah.
Which is something that feels really cool at lower levels, because you can do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure that at higher levels, like a pure caster or
Oh,
a
for
pure
sure.
martial is going to feel better than somebody that can do a little bit of either.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the same
Well,
case.
hopefully.
That's the
I
same
also
case.
think just like mentally in your mind, if you knew what the higher levels of the class were, you like when you're playing D&D, you're like, oh, what, this guy's fucking garbage till he gets that subclass, but like, I can't wait for that coming up, you know?
You
But you don't know what it is that you're coming up to.
The thrill of multi-class goes away as soon as you get to those higher levels.
The next edition has just as good as Deathbolt. I
Yeah.
love Deathbolt.
And they're retweaking all the classes because they haven't released any subclasses yet, and they want to really finalize what all the base classes do before they do the subclasses. So, I think it's fine. I think it's a fine system. It's okay.
There needs to be a
It's not
Deathbolt
D&D.
subclass.
D&D's taken 50 years to get to be what it is.
Right.
This is 3 months old, or a year old.
Minus 3 months. It's not
Yeah,
quite
it's
at
not even
0
there
yet, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I like playing new shit. That's fun.
One thing I watched, you guys watch Professor DM at all on YouTube? He said, was it Blade Runner RPG is supposed to be like incredibly good. This is one of the best he's ever played.
I'd have to watch the movie first.
Yeah, if you don't know, then who cares?
One system I really want to play. Starfinder. I want to play Starfinder.
That's Pathfinder.
It is, but it's space, sci-fi, magic, cool stuff.
I played that when I was a kid once.
Starfinder? Starfinder wasn't out.
Or is one space one based on D&D? I can't remember what it was called.
Probably Spelljammer.
No. Maybe it was...
Spelljammer's just a different world.
It was. Yeah. I thought it was called Starfinder, but...
Starfinder, no.
Yeah, it's fun.
Starfinder came out in like 2020 or something. So unless you grew up in a vat, you're a clone of Gord.
Maybe.
I played lots of Vampire the Masquerade, and I played lots of Shadowrun. Those are both.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a decent system.
Yeah,
Shadowrun, though, I know is
Daggers
really,
in the Dark.
Yeah.
I think.
Daggers in the Dark.
Similar. It's on that same system.
Is it?
I think.
These are all things I played 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I feel like we haven't done Time War since August, so I mean
Yeah,
it's been
nice,
so
eh?
long.
No animal handling checks.
Yeah. No card checks on the corners.
No geyser check.
Every time I drive home, making a left turn,
You're just like, oh my god.
In my head, I'm like, roll real good, and then I'm like, oh, this is.
Oh no, there's a geyser.
Yeah. Yeah, drive by a fountain.
I mean, not once you roll when you're driving, you just randomly like hit a house or something.
when you go over the bridge, you have to make a roll for that, right?
Yeah. My insurance company does not like my explanations.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do every 20th turn?
Just remember, I do really well when you get the ones, though, so there's a benefit.
Yeah,
it's fine.
But you got to be within 60 feet.
Yeah.
That means you need to be in his car. So if
or the car behind him.
All that gold.
Then you drive over to the side and you pick up all
You're
the
the
gold.
guy in the next
like his
car,
like dead
just
body.
taking a little video. Check out this guy.
I'm on the Timora Facebook group videos. Any final outro for any PP comments or?
There's an Easter egg about Carl Dean.
What?
I said there's an Easter egg about Carl Dean.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Carl Dean.
The actual name of Dolly Parton's husband is Carl Dean.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
if we resume this again, then we'll all know that.
Yep.
Your canon will be your wife is Dolly Parton.
If we resume this again, I'm not going to be playing Jera.
What?
He's only just a little fun gimmick character for a short while.
Oh, he was fun?
Deathbolt was fun. Deathbolt was a lot of fun.
The oven was pretty funny.
I still think you put him in the oven on the pyre.
You'll never know. You weren't there.
I wasn't there. That's what he was burning in. You turned on the oven.
Yeah.
That could also be the title of this episode, Turning on the Oven.
I think plunging the golden fist or whatever the fuck you said there was...
No, it's one does not simply giddy on through the brown gate.
Yeah. Giddy on or giddy in?
Giddy in.
Giddy on.
No, it's got to be giddy in.
Because he's going in.
Giddy into?
I like it if Mike reads the title and is like, oh crap, what'd they do?
Make sure you
capitalize
the
because you know
IN.
that he's going to download this and like listen to it on the plane ride home.
Yeah,
right?
probably. You know what? As at the break, I should just have like these crazy sound effects from planes crashing and just freak them out.
Some alarm.
We're going down.
This is your pilot speaking.
Is there a pilot in the? Is there a pilot in the passengers? We have no pilot.
I have a bomb.
Attention, Michael Snyder. You're wanted in the cockpit.
You need to get your Giddy on up here.
Get in my brown hole.
All right, and that's how we'll end it.
Oh, God.
Slap your pee-pee, boys. We're going home.
And that's all she wrote.